it might peak again. Yeah.
Hey, Lavinesh, I saw what you did there. You cheeky little bastard.
Maybe I should sit away from you.
Hey, y'all are the one ganging me up here. I can't get up.
Ganging you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so since we are rolling, what's up, guys? We've got Lavinesh in the house today.
Woo! Actually, which camera am I looking at?
Doesn't matter. Some people don't even see your face. They just listen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
No, I wasn't trying to insult you.
Hey, handsome, you better go watch the actual video,
I don't think they'd want to look at his face. I mean, look at this guy.
Hey, bro. I never said that way.
This is side effects of
What? Too handsome.
a bit of farming, but too handsome. Lah.
So we've got this corporate kid farmer story.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Vishnu, for introducing me to this dude.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for hooking me up, man.
No worries. You guys can hook up after the podcast.
I started already lah. Okay. Yeah, so how do you guys know each other, man?
We grew up in the same neighborhood, lah, bro.
Yeah, literally the next taman, and also like back in primary school, he used to bully me.
Are you serious?
Did I?
No, didn't bully me, like you used to tease me, lah.
Okay, I swear to God, I'm not lying. What did I say? But I know it's something that I might have done.
I think something about like fat jokes, lah.
I was fat then too, right?
Yeah, like, so this is why I didn't have a grudge against you.
Oh, shit.
Because a fat guy calling another guy fat. It's cool. It's okay. Fat on fat crimes is acceptable, but skinny on fat crimes that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Bro,
So if someone like him that would have done it to you in primary school,
yeah. Now with his V body like this, now he's walking around naked, right?
I wasn't.
So yeah, that will definitely gang war already. Yeah. No lah.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, Vishnu was also fat then, but not as fat lah. So he thought he can make fun of you.
Yeah.
what did I say to you?
What do you call this type of people?
You call them hypocrites. Literally, hippo.
With the double P.
Yeah.
How do you get into this farming shit, man? What happened before that, dude? I just explained now. What do you do?
Now.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm building my second phase of my farming journey, which is Project Harvest.
Yes, sir.
So basically, Project Harvest is a website where I'm putting all the knowledge I've learned, and I've done research for my farming business last time. So now I'm just putting it into a website and listing it out for people to learn how to do things lah.
Okay,
Tips and tricks lah.
Okay.
Basically.
Documenting your whole journey as well on social media.
Yes, that also.
Where can people find you, dude?
So now currently I'm like on multiple platforms and I have multiple names. There's Lavagod for Instagram lah, there's Lavagod _27. There's Project Kebun and there's Project Harvest.my.
Okay. Yeah, a bit confusing. No, not so confusing.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing lah, but I'm trying to streamline it lah. So it's a bit messy now, so still working on it.
I'm kidding, bro. Yeah. Okay. So before we talk more about your Project Kebun and Project Harvest, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What you were in corporate before that, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in public relations and corporate communications.
What did you study?
I studied mass comm, majored in corporate communications.
What is corporate communications?
Corporate communications is basically if you are a big company like an MNC or a GLC,
sure.
You have a communication department that talks to all the employees within the company and also talk to external stakeholders like the press and media, your investors, generally the public.
But talk about what? There has to be a specific something or...
We talk about anything and everything lah. So like if my company is launching a new product, then I'm writing a press release to give it to the medias, arranging a media event, inviting all the media people, the newspaper people, the TV people to come do interviews and come for the launch event. I do that.
Okay.
But then if like got some scandal or crisis or like that also I come and handle lah. But then so far, luckily all my bosses and all no scandal lah. So thankfully lah.
So that's the PR answer lah.
Yeah, that's
bosses.
You cannot.
So how long have you been doing that for, bro? Corporate stuff.
How long were you doing that for?
Yes. How long was I doing it? I was doing it for a good 6 to 7 years.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was mostly in JLC and agency under the working close with the ministry lah, government agency lah.
Okay, can say which? Can't say which company.
The last one I think can. I don't know. I know I'm PR, but then it's been some time.
No, bro, you don't have to lie. If you haven't had a job in your life, just say it. Just say it's
okay,
fine.
my last job, I was in Impact Integrated. It's an agency under the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So whatever events that they want to do externally and all that, they get us lah. So we will go and run and do the events lah.
Okay.
So
okay.
under the agency itself, I manage 5 brands: a radio station, sports, journal news portal,
Yes, sir.
and then a volunteerism page, and a few others.
Sorry, when you say manage, right? Do you mean like handle the social media?
Handle the branding and not the social media per se, but more on the branding and press engagement to try to do branding lah. Basically, how you get your word out, how you get people aware of your brand, right?
Okay.
You need people to talk about the brand.
Yeah, I need some help with that.
Yeah, so exactly. That's
why you're here today.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So 6-7 years. How was it, man?
Okay, it was good. So this part like nobody really talks about, but like I'm giving you like an industry expose, like exclusive here. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone else.
I won't.
It's all private, bro.
Yeah, all private.
This won't go anywhere.
I am kind of blessed, but so far all the events I've handled, my supervisors and my bosses and all have prioritized serving good food to the media. So by serving good food to the media are happy and feel that they will have positive stories to write about the company.
Whoa,
you know?
whoa.
Is good food like a slang for good service, or is literally makanan?
It's just hospitality, bro.
I see.
Yeah, so and also in the same time I also get to enjoy good food lah. So because sometimes I also do the ordering, the menu for the events. So I'll be like, today I feel like eating biryani or nasi minyak,
Of course.
Boss, I think the media will like nasi minyak. Now is the season of nasi minyak, boss, with ayam rendang. So
And they are good to go, lah.
yes, they're good to go. I'm good to go.
Yeah, you finish all their food also, lah.
No. I at least wait for like few people to eat first, and then only I pass.
Hey, but it is true. Like people don't talk about this too much, but hospitality is great for building relations.
Yes,
with clients.
exactly. Especially it's like it goes vibe with this whole Malaysian theme.
Yeah.
Even for me also now, I also like, even if I'm hosting anyone for meetings and all that, I still follow this principle that my supervisors all taught me. Always make sure the food is good, because the food is good, you also in a good mood, you're happy with the food.
Yes, sir.
And then you also in a good mood to have good business. Talk good business.
Shit. Okay, like for example, let's just say.
So like this is good
Yeah.
food. This is good food. So,
Good food.
so I'm
Think so?
happy.
You honestly think so?
Yeah, but then I'm wondering, like,
Come
the
on.
water bottles here, right?
Yeah.
Is it free, or is it this for showcase?
Sponsored by Spritzer,
Okay, but I can drink it, right?
but they are not paying me,
Okay.
and they're not sponsoring me, so you can have it.
You're sponsored, but you're not sponsored.
He's gonna bill you after the episode. Oh, 3 bottles, firing game.
But you gave him my house address now.
No, I
You know his house address,
I
right?
do.
Okay, just send the bill.
I can find your house also.
Don't come to me. You send the bill to him.
So-
Pass one, sorry.
Sure, don't worry.
Too fat to bed now, bro.
No worries.
I don't know why I laugh.
Are you fat shaming him, bro? Because
You-
I am.
If you are watching, for the first time, maybe second time, third time, anyways, if you enjoyed the podcast so far, do me a favor. It will really support me a lot. Hit the like button, leave a comment, what you thought about today's episode, suggestions for future podcast guests, and enjoy the rest of the episode. Yeah.
Okay, so Lavinesh, what you're saying is like the industry, like secret per se, is like
Secret sauce.
secret sauce, lah. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you organize events, let's just say brand X is in a crisis right now, okay, and you're having a press conference, okay, and you know that the energy that's going to be given out is all negative, lah. You
Yeah.
know the media is going to come and shit on you.
Yeah.
So by saying you're having nasi dagang or like some nasi kanda or some good ass food, they're going to be nice in what they write.
No,
Okay.
lah. If it's like some real screwed up shit.
Yeah.
If the media is, especially if like some scandals and all that, right?
Yeah.
And usually when they, like, from experience, I'm talking from other people
Yeah.
I've met in the industry, they say, right? Usually scandals, right? It's always a last minute thing, and everyone is there waiting, and that waiting is making them angry and all that. So at least from like 100, we bring them down to 95, 90.
Okay.
Anger level, you mean?
Anger level lah, patience level lah, you know.
Yeah. And when they see your face, do they go up to like 200?
No. They see my face, they go down to like 20. Like, hey bro, this bro is our bro. Okay.
You remind me of Sally from Monsters Inc. The friendly. Sorry, I'm not calling you a
Sally.
monster.
Wait. No, I'm trying to think which one is.
Sally's
Sally,
the blue
purple one.
The blue one, yeah.
The
blue
blue
purplish.
big
Blue
Yeah.
purplish. Okay.
He likes
Oh, I
small
didn't know.
girls.
Huh?
He likes small girls. So
Boo. Okay, Boo. He's saying Boo, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Boo. Yeah.
what? That was the reference, lah.
Yeah.
I got scared.
So you could say pretty much you enjoyed the whole experience in corporate.
Yes, I love it. It was so nice because I get to spend 50% of my time on my desk, writing documents or whatever not.
Yeah.
But the other 50% of my time, I literally get to go out,
Understand.
meet people. I love that.
Did you say you spend 50% of your time on your desk? What are you doing on your desk?
Working
At your desk.
at my desk. Sorry lah. I know I'm PR. I'm supposed to be good with my grammar, but the past 3 years, if you didn't know, I was in the middle of the forest. Okay, doing farming.
Really?
So you know, my grammar has gone out the window, gone to the trees. You
Right.
know? And my dogs, they don't really respond back in proper grammar. You know, I just go, and then they understand what I mean, and then chabot, you know.
God damn.
I don't need a full sentence, proper sentence. You know, the Queen's English, if you
Well,
want.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Okay, no, dude. Okay, let me ask you you said one of the plus points about your corporate work, right, was you got to go out and meet people and all.
Yep.
Would you be able to handle it if you were, let's say, an accountant, where you are literally just at the
because I'm Indian, I know a lot of
Actually,
accountants.
there's a lot of Chinese accountants also, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I personally know a lot of accountants.
Yeah.
Some of them don't see daylight. They go before the sun rises, and then they come back after the sun sets.
Yeah,
you know.
respect,
And then the only time they leave is sometimes to like just go out to have a quick bite and come out, because they're so into their work, and they only events they get to go is like for office events, mandatory events. Where else I get to go for like other companies, like when I was in the agency, the agency under the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I get to go for other ministries' events. You know, like at that time, if I'm not mistaken, was the Tokyo Olympics.
This 2024.
Yeah,
Hey, sorry.
because it got postponed because of the pandemic and all
Yeah.
that, right? So like during that build up to the Olympics, they had a lot of events here, there, around Selangor, around other states. I didn't go to other states, but within the states itself, you know, they had in Shah Alam, they had in Putrajaya. So I'll just like 2 o'clock after lunch in my office, go there for second lunch.
Right.
You know, makan first, and then, you know, events start, and then go meet people, meet athletes. So like I met a lot of like the current Olympic athletes and also the Paralympic athletes. Don't ask me for names. I didn't list them down.
I was about to.
Okay, I have like a lot of photos.
Is Murthy one of them? Because I think he participated in the Paralympics, right?
Maybe after my time.
Maybe after
I
your
left,
time.
After
Oh,
I
you know,
left.
Murthy as well.
Yes, thanks to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard. I only knew Murthy from watching your reels on Insta.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's how I knew him and then started following him.
What do you think about this guy?
Okay, his song is good.
Bro, he's super talented, man.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good. He can sing the Tamil songs and then I think some Malay songs, and then the English songs he sings that slow R&B kind of vibe.
Yeah, he's fluent in trilingually fluent lah. Yeah.
What?
Trilingual.
Trilingual. Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
English, Malay, Tamil, fluent in all lah.
yeah.
Yeah, grew up speaking with Malay boys around his hood. Yeah, that's
I also
Oh, you so?
grew up speaking to Malay boys.
Yeah, but you got 2 legs, bro. So you ain't that special.
Why
man.
were you speaking with Malay boys, bro?
I was in Kebangsaan school.
The way you said it just sounded wrong.
He meant it like
No,
that.
I know. Yeah.
You're from the same school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, you're 3 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm 30 this year. 30
Okay,
since
3
last
years.
week.
Okay. Yeah, happy belated birthday,
Yeah,
by
thank
the
you.
way.
I'm
Yeah.
a year older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same primary, same secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same neighborhood lah.
Same neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So what happened, man? 6-7 years, you enjoyed it. Everything seems all good. And how come you decided to quit that, man? And what led up to the making that decision now? You know, I don't think it's a overnight thing. It's probably gradual.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, it took me, I think almost a year plus of like lobbying my family to have trust in me, to invest in me, for me to do this agriculture. So I started. How I started,
Yeah.
it wasn't in the year 2020 when I left my job and did agriculture. No, it rewinds back to like before primary school days.
Oh, you had the interest already.
Yeah, I
pre-existing.
had interest in my garden, digging holes. Sounds weird, but I would just go dig a hole. Some holes are as deep as this water bottle. Some holes is the deepest I've dug with my own hands in my house before my father came back home and shouted the hell out of me. Was about this deep. Yeah,
Okay.
from tip to here, this deep.
Okay.
I just dug a hole as big as this bowl. I just dug deep, and then after my dad came back, saw the hole, saw me digging, shouted at me, and then I like closed up the hole and then went in. Got some more shouting lah.
You remind me of my husky last time, bro. Yeah, and
I thought remind you of like your little brother or your cousin or something. Husky dog. Ayo.
It's a good comparison, lah.
which really pissed my dad off, and then my dad will have to discipline him, lah.
Yeah,
He-
same lah. I also got discipline lah.
Okay, why were you digging holes? Were you interested in planting something or what?
No, I just like playing with the dirt. And besides that, I think you might remember.
That was a punchline.
No, I like digging holes. Okay, not any sexual innuendo or anything. It's just
Sure.
a boy who just like to play with the dirt and dig a hole. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Besides digging holes in the garden,
30-year-old Indian likes digging holes.
He talks to Malay kids.
Yeah, with Malay kids.
You were hiding the Malay kids in the holes.
Hi kawan-kawan. Jom korek lubang.
What's up, kawan-kawan? Ni
guys,
Lavinesh.
basically farming is like that. You dig a whole plant and see.
Yeah. Okay, okay, bro.
Okay.
All jokes aside. Yeah. So you were saying like the build up, what led to making the decision?
So yeah, I like to play with the dirt and all that. And back in 2018 or 2019, I had some relatives in Bunting who had some space at the back of their house. So I was doing planting there. I tried to plant a lot of various vegetables and all that. But then because I only go there on the weekends, I can't water it properly and all that. So for the 9 months that I was going to the farm, I only managed to plant like ubi kayu. Ubi kayu is in English is what?
Is it
Sweet
potato?
potato.
Sweet potato.
Yeah, sweet potato.
Yeah.
The white color one, right?
There's sweet potato. There's white color. There's brown.
Yeah, the brown.
The white color one on the outside, inside is purple, right?
No, this one the brown color outside, but the inside is white.
Okay. Have you ever tried? There's one white color on the outside.
The
Inside
purple
is purple.
inside. Yeah, we make kanji out of it. We make like bubo porridge.
What do you call that actually? It's just a type of sweet potato.
Yeah.
It's tasty, man. I used to eat that.
Something like that. But
Specifically,
yeah,
I
it's
don't know the term, but yeah, kanji and all that, yeah.
Kali or something.
Yeah,
Tamil.
yeah,
Kali.
it's the sweet stuff, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
make, yeah,
But then you have
sorry.
to put sugar lah.
Yeah. So you said, dude, your uncle's space, right? Was he staying there?
No, it's just relatives. They were staying there, but then it's like at the back of their compound house. It's just an empty land. So I just went and dug there randomly and started planting stuff. But then it's not gated or anything, so people like can walk through and all that. So a few of my plants got kebas way,
What's kebas?
stolen.
By animals?
No, by people walking at the back of that because it's like houses here, like a taman house here, and this empty land here.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not.
so it wasn't compounded.
Yeah,
It
like-
wasn't
not a compound.
It was
yeah.
outside the gate, but it's part of their land, but it's outside their gate. You know, so then I was like, okay lah. But then like the ubi kayu, nobody really disturbed it. So that's the only thing grew, and that's what like 25 kilos I grew it.
Shit.
25 kilos worth of ubi kayu
ubi.
I harvested.
Over a
that
span
was-
of how long?
That was like 9 months lah.
9 months.
But then the 25 kilos, just imagine at that time I was driving a second-hand Ford Ranger, and then I was going to Bunting from PJ to Bunting. Took an hour there, an hour back. All the diesel, petrol, and all the equipment. Like I bought like 2 long, like 100 meters worth of hose. Everything doesn't come close to recoup my losses. I made a huge loss.
How many meters of hose did you buy?
It's like 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Apa itu? Garden hose.
Yalah.
What's it in Malay now?
Just hose lah.
No, I'm thinking of hose.
No, wait. Garden in Malay is what again? Garden is literally kebun. Kebun's like farm, right?
Garden is I don't know.
Taman. Okay, naman lah.
Shit, wait, I also don't know.
Yeah.
We're getting exposed.
If you know, you let us, okay? You type in the comments below, please, guys.
The Padang, no, how do people say?
Padang.
Padang is
No,
field,
I know,
bro.
like your house. What do you call your house?
Taman
garden?
rumah taman.
Yeah, right.
Kebun
No.
rumah lah.
Wait. Let me say garden in Malay. Let's see what it means.
It's actually kebun. That's why Project Kebun, a lot of people get.
Why? Okay, so
So then after that Ubi Kayu story, right? Now I did hydroponic.
In Malay, it means placho taman. Garden hose lah.
fuck you.
You typed the wrong hose.
Wait, garden hose placho
How
taman.
do you spell hose? HOS. Hey, did it really come out?
What do you mean?
H-O-S-E
No lah, big
lah,
fucking
no.
sarcastic lah.
I thought it actually came out on Google.
Ding dong, I tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So 25 kg. Sorry, just give me a rough idea lah. How many potatoes is that?
There's some like really big, as big as my arm.
It's very big, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like 2 or 3 was this
Are you
big
talking about your forearm or your biceps?
from here to here, and the size of
It's like a pumpkin, bro.
like a papaya but thinner lah, slimmer lah, lean lah.
Okay.
And then some is as big as like my finger.
Okay. It varies.
It varies lah. So like all together with a bit of sand around it, 25 kilos.
25 kgs. What did you do with that 25 kgs?
I sold it at the market.
How much could that sell for? Sorry, I must.
Yeah, I know. I think at that time, this was like back in 2018. So I think it went for like, I think I got like 20 ringgit, 30 ringgit. There's also that person I sell to. My mom buys from the vegetables from that guy from Old Town Market, buys from that guy like for years. So he kind of like, he knew my story. He knew why I'm selling him that ubi kayu like that. So he kind of like felt pity. I think he just gave me like 1 ringgit, one.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, it's fine.
Was
I'm
it
not
market
sure.
price?
I don't think so.
He lowballed you.
No, I think he like kasihan me. He gave me more.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. So it just makes you think. So that 9 months, right? It took.
Shit, did I move?
No, you're good.
Yeah. So, so that 9 months it took to. 9 months. How many times you harvest it? Just once.
This once. Because when I first planted a stick, right? And then until I harvested, it was like 9 months.
But bro, how many plants was that led to 25 kgs? I really don't know about.
About like I think 15.
15 plants or.
Yeah, but I planted 25 lah. 10 died or stepped on or missing
Okay.
out. So yeah, so like 15 plants and various locations.
Like, is it one plant? After 9 months, you only get one potato.
No. You know how the root system is like a lot of roots, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually like a tumor that grows from the roots.
Yeah.
So it has like depends on how well the condition was. Sometimes can have like 3 fruits. Sometimes can have like 25, 30. Like the real big farms, like proper farming of ubi kayus. They get a lot in like one stick. They pull out. It's like a huge chunk.
20 like that.
20 kilos worth of.
Oh, just from one.
Yeah, you can go up to that.
So you would say yours.
Mine was miserable failure, like just me experimenting.
Okay.
But
Because
9
it's-
months though for 25 kilos, that seems like, a
Yeah, but I
lot.
spent like I think about 4,000 ringgit.
4,000
Yeah, from here to Bunting on
Okay,
a diesel
fair.
truck.
and weekly, right?
Weekends, Saturday, Sundays.
But what do you have to do when you're there? How do you take care of it?
I'll weed, I'll water it, and also I've been trying to plant other plants.
Weed. What is?
So the weed is not that illegal stuff. It's like the lalangs and all that.
So you just like trimming the.
Yeah, just pulling out. And
How does the weed get in the way of the?
you will like meresap all the nutritions. You will absorb all the nutritions that could go to the plant.
Okay.
So then it's just like
Yeah.
parasite lah basically.
Understand. Yeah, it's an important part of like farming.
Yeah. So like this food is supposed to be for you to grow strong and all that, right? But then he's here and he's eating all your food. How you going to go break?
That is true.
I'm not the parasite here. I'm the farmer.
The guest, exclusive guest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
So
after that, I took a bit of a break. Then I did hydroponic.
the sweet potatoes, right, at your uncle's place, that was in 2018. You were saying.
Yeah, around 2018.
Yeah. And when did you officially leave your corporate role?
For this project farming, this project Kebun, I only left in 2022. So this is like a lot of backstory before I actually did my actual farming.
You was that trial at your uncle's place, was that the only time you did it before you actually left your corporate job?
No. So after that, I did hydroponic. So I did a small scale hydroponic and then a large scale hydroponic at home. And I built it myself and all that. The only thing that could grow.
Sorry, can you explain what's hydroponic?
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard of that word since primary school.
Okay, so hydroponic is basically pipes where you make a hole on top. You put your plants, your seeds and all that, like sawi, mint, pudina, other leafy greens like kangkung and all that. And then there's a water solution running through. And that solution has all the nutrition and it goes into a tank reservoir. And then you pump it lah, so it's just circulating lah.
Understand? Just
So
to hydrate the
that is-
plant.
Yeah, so the plant will get the food. Like instead of having soil, you will just take all the food from the water lah. So that's called a hydroponic system.
Okay, some plants don't need soil.
Yeah, some plants don't need. So like kangkung, sawi and all can survive, but you can't put tomato
Tomato.
the orange one, tomato. That one can, some systems can, depends on how you build your system. But like potato cannot because it needs soil to grow. Curry leaf, I tried. It died. A lot of various plants, usually small leafy plants can grow in this kind of system. So I tried it where is a small system as big as this table in my balcony for about a year in 2019. Then 2021, I gave the small one up. I tried a bigger one in 2021.
What happened to the small one? Did you manage to harvest?
Yeah, I did a few rounds like sawi, kangkung and all that. But then the amount that I could grow is just enough for like one-time cooking at home.
And how long did that take?
For like the sawi, I think about a month to 2 months.
Okay, and only can cook one meal for the family, let's say.
Because it's small and also like the sunlight issue and the nutrition issue, a lot of issue. So then the same thing I did was as big as this room in my house.
In your room?
In a guest room. I have a spare room in my house. Supposed to be a guest room lah for like international families that come over. They want to stay in the house and all that. But then like I nego with my parents and all that. Like,
So you
please
can
lah,
use it to cook the curry.
I said, let me do the agropreneur direction lah. Start the journey like that.
Oh, bro, it's great, man. Honestly,
It was a really great journey because especially the one when I did my room, it was a really heart touching moment.
Did you take pictures of all this and all?
Yes, I have.
You did,
Just that it's buried in like several hard drives lah.
Okay.
I have it at home. After I can share with you.
Yeah, so the experiment in your guest room.
Yeah, so the guest room, the part that I really loved about it is because
Sorry, can I ask what consists of the care that you have to put on it like every day? What do you actually have to do every day?
So for like hydroponic
Yeah.
in a general system, what you got to do is depending whether it's indoor or outdoor. The outdoor one and the indoor one, the common things that you need to look out is your water level, because you need to make sure that this water level here is touching your plant, that basket that you put your plant in, and the root is touching the water. If it's too low, it's not touching, then you'll just die because the root will dry up and then it's not getting any nutrients, it's just die off.
And this thing is just affected by the weather lah. Some days
Yeah,
are
so
hotter.
it's like really like nowadays it's so hot, right?
Yeah.
It was evaporate. So like you have to check in the morning and evening because sometimes it drastically goes down.
Yeah.
And then on top of that is also you have to check for leakages and also any disturbance and all that lah. And then also your plants, also your like normal plants, even if you grow in your plants in your garden, you're actually supposed to go like on a daily basis or at least a weekly basis to check on whether there's any pests or weeds growing. You have to maintain that lah.
Yeah, my
know.
mate she just waters the plant. I think that's the extent of her
Yeah,
care.
even I also most of the time I also
Hey, don't
not
say that.
No. To be honest, I'm very honest in that way I do my thing.
I'm kidding.
I try to be as Rajin as possible, but there are days where I'm just too busy or I'm just too tired to like actually go and check my plants like detail.
So let's put it this way, like all these little details, right? Okay, you're talking about some days where you're Rajin, some days you're lazy, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of like, let's say for example, bodybuilding, right? Okay, it's people are following a strict diet. Okay, so strict that they count all the calories to the details, right? Okay, fat, protein, carbs, everything.
Yep.
So these are the sort of details, right, that it really all adds up, and when the time comes for it to harvest, that will show in the amount of effort that you put in.
Yes.
Will show exactly what the product is.
Exactly. So your effort and your discipline really affect the output.
And that's what you love for, is it?
Not the detail, the discipline part lah, but the part where this interacting with the plants.
You see, now we are back in crazy land. Okay? We're back in crazy land.
No, because I'm spending so much time with my plants and my dogs. Talking to humans is a bit strange to a certain point.
Okay, so
Fair, like if you meet someone like Brian, it's kind of sucks that you have to talk to someone like
Even meeting you just now, so it's a bit sad.
shit. God damn.
I'm like,
you're not wrong. Man. You're not wrong.
No,
to feel
no,
like
no.
that. We are quite stupid.
thank God I drove by myself. If not, this guy won't send me back, man.
no, he fetched you, right?
I fetched him.
He fetched me.
Okay. Yeah, don't leave him here.
He your problem lah, bro.
Hey, okay, no. Okay, so on a serious note, you're actually talking about interacting with plants.
Yeah. So interacting with plants it's different lah. Like as when I was younger, I didn't really quite understand. Sure. But like after the journey I've gone through, it makes sense, kind of thing. Like you talk to your plant. Like I see my plant. Like last time I'd be like to myself, like, "Ayo, why the hell is this happening?" Then now I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, I'm giving y'all the best, like, the proper, nutritions and watering you properly and, doing all the stuff. And like, why are you having this pest? Like, can't you just take care of yourself? Like, I'm scolding it,
Do they respond back?
Yeah, they die. No lah, they don't die lah. They just yellow a bit and then they'll come back alive lah.
Oh, dude, I'm just fucking with you. Like, but I kind of...
No, but they do have some sort of reaction, but not immediate. Like how, like I tell you buzz off, and then you get upset.
Yeah.
It's an immediate reaction.
Yeah.
But plants, you have to give them a day for it to load, and
Sorry, I still cannot, like... Is this something like... You're not the only person that talks about this, right?
Yeah.
Like interacting with your plants, it actually affects... Is it something that people are like they know that it...
Yeah,
like studies show that it actually affects the plant's mood or whatever?
Yeah, so like to the extent where it affects the plant's mood, I'm not that level of observant.
I know that...
But I feel that it helps me.
Yeah.
It more helps me.
I understand. Okay, understand. I know that plants can feel pain actually. There's studies
I've seen that report, but
it's not too long ago only.
Yeah.
They came out with that.
Would you say, dude, like maybe you talking to your plants is a form of mental illness?
No, it's more of mental health. Yeah. Because
Mental health therapy.
Like I don't know whether y'all know this, and I'm not sure how far it's true or not, but like I've seen this saying where like if you watch too much TV, right, or you're watching too much screens, right? Sorry. Okay.
So there's going to be a compilation. I just love playing in the dirt. I love interacting with our plants.
To my plants.
I talk to Malay kids.
You don't make me look like some crazy ass person, can or not? I know I have the look, I have the hair, I have the attire, but
whole
still, come on.
package.
He's playing a character, guys, okay?
Yeah,
He's playing a character.
He smells.
This is the real Project Kebun. You guys want entertainment. Yeah. No, okay.
But I've seen the studies that shows that if you're watching too much screen time, right, your eyes will get affected and like become like when you go out, you see like the light is all too blurry and all that. They say one solution is to go and see nature, see the greenness.
Of course, I don't.
And it helps.
Man. I don't doubt that at all.
It's not like he would know anything. He hardly has eyes.
No, bro. That thing is definitely.
I don't know who's this guy. Okay.
That thing's obviously is a real problem. Like everyone is looking at their phones all the time. These lights, right? And that's also the reason why more people they have astigmatism. You know, this sort of shit like that.
And if you watch screen
All the time, everyone.
right? So why not you just take a break, like 1 week, go for holiday, okay? But this holiday, you go somewhere in the middle of like some, this glamping or something nicer lah, not like hardcore farming like mine lah. But then you go somewhere in the nature, you just look at greens, just off your phone. You check your phone in the morning and in the night, see whether any emergencies. That's it, and then off it. Don't go social media, no nothing. Just look at the green trees, let your mind wander. After that, when you come back, you will definitely notice that your eyesight will you think it might have improved. I don't know how far it's true.
Okay, so
but I feel it has improved.
do you have astigmatism?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
I see.
astigmatism is the one when you see the light and then the
Yeah.
white,
Yeah, it's
like
blur.
the halo
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing.
right.
Like the lights there is a bit. How do you say? There's
It's
a
like blurry, like the
blurry
halo.
on the edges. Is all blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in Tamalo doing my actual farming, right, I didn't have that issue.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay,
But now
okay.
since I'm back, I have that issue.
Yeah, because you're back in the urban life.
Yeah, and there's not much greens also.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, bro. So the tell me about from the one in your room.
Okay.
Right. You used it. You consumed it, lah. Your family consumed it, or
Yeah, so the room one didn't really work out. It was like the results was much more. It was terrible than the one that on the balcony, the smaller one, because there was the factor of lighting.
yeah. Photosynthesis is not.
Photosynthesis. Yeah.
Not,
So I have to take the growth light. So you know how you have these lights here, right?
yeah.
No,
Not growth light, like you dirty mind, like tell you. I think dirty mind here is like all sand and dirt and roots and stuff, bugs. This one is like, ayo.
No, I think we both were very proud. We said photosynthesis and we were like, damn, we know our shit. But that was it.
I wasn't proud at all, lah.
I wasn't proud.
Fuck
you.
What's wrong with you, man?
Okay, sorry. I jumped. I thought you had miscommunication here.
But now that you mentioned it,
Bro, but you used your guest room simply because of the space,
Yeah.
bigger space. So you
And
can.
also, I don't want international guests to stay in my house.
Nice.
So I took up the room, and so there was a lot of factors that didn't make it work, lah. That it was a bit too much, and the main problem was that I built these hydroponic sets. The one in my room was 10 feet. 12 feet by 4 feet.
So the couch.
Yeah, longer, 12 feet lah. So, but the problem is because I built it myself.
I'm sorry. How many plants could fit in that 12 by 4?
That holes to put the plants, it was about, I think, 260.
What the fuck? 260 plants,
Yeah, like salad lah. You know how big salad is, right? But like from the
Caesar
akar.
salad or?
Not.
hey,
Bro, where did you find this flavor?
I have no idea.
Wait, what salad, bro?
Normal salad.
You know how you buy a lettuce?
Lettuce, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, lettuce from the supermarket is round like that, right?
Yeah.
So the bottom part where the roots come out, it's just coming out from that one hole.
Yeah,
lah.
okay.
So
200.
like I can grow up to 260.
Okay.
lettuce.
Did you ever like calculate how much that would be worth actually?
Yes, I did all the calculation on paper.
Yeah.
The paper it was very profitable, bro. I would have been a billionaire by now, bro.
Okay lah. What was your initial calculations?
Initial calculations, I think within like the first cycle of harvest, I could get up to like I think 4K. 4K a month
3-6, 4K.
from one harvest.
Okay. Yeah, which took you how long to grow it?
It's supposed to be like 1.5 months.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah,
It's a
that's good
small-
on paper.
Oh, fuck, I forgot again.
It never became reality.
Okay, but why did you say in paper? Because
Because
were,
I did
It's just projections
It's
lah.
projections.
you were projection but you also assume these are all my market quality and market price
Yes.
would be worth that. Okay
Yes.
lah. So if you did it optimally, it would have cost that much to if you sell it all.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
But then the problem is because of the growth light I I was using, and then after that we also had the AB solution that I was trying to make my own. I was experimenting on that. So and because the system I built myself, so the water level wasn't leveled, so there was a lot of leakages and all that.
Were you all of this you learned from watching videos? Is it?
Yeah, I
On
watched
YouTube?
videos, but that's why earlier I was trying to say is that the most sweetest memory of this whole inside this both the hydroponic projects was that I built it with my dad.
Oh, your dad has been involved also.
Yes, my dad has been helping me. It's like my consultant lah. I come up with the idea. I tell him, okay, Appa, I want to build this hydroponic set. This. So what materials and how should I do it? So he was like, okay, we do this way. We put it this angle, this way. We use the angle bar. We use the 4-inch PVC white pipe. We use this
Should've-
3/4 half 3/4
Should have been your dad sitting there, not Vishnu.
Yeah, no. So like when I did the interview with Astro,
Yeah.
my dad was there because he could speak Tamil lah. I couldn't speak Tamil lah. It was a Tamil channel.
Then you're not trilingual, lah. You lied.
I can speak, but not fluent for.
Yeah, then you lied, lah.
I can speak lah, but
It's a disappointment. Brian wanted to interview in Tamil, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he can speak Tamil or not.
He can.
Huh?
Punde. How to say fuck you in Tamil? Don't have.
I don't know. I feel Tamil.
Na oru sappi.
Orosapi na.
Na oru sappi. That means, yeah. No, you say it.
Na orosapi nan.
Nan
Muntash nan.
is me, bro. Nan is me.
Say na.
So you're insulting yourself, bro. It's teaching you to insult yourself, bro.
I kind of knew that, lah. Yeah. Okay, dude, so your dad, did he already have knowledge of doing farming, or he picked it up along with you because you were interested?
Along with me.
Yeah,
But he's like he's our handyman in the family.
What's
And
his
he-
background?
His background, he worked in the meteorology department.
Do you know what's that?
Kajishwacha.
What?
So if there's going
Was
to
that
be heavy
English?
rain, heavy rain,
Okay.
there's one government agency that will issue a warning saying like, oh, Selangor and Pahang and Terengganu is going to be heavy rain.
Ah.
Be careful and all that.
Yeah.
That's called the meteorology department. Weather forecast.
Sorry. Did you? I'm sorry, man. Did you mean meteorology?
Yes,
Okay, because I heard metrology and I didn't know what that was.
that's the Malay pronunciation.
Is it? They call it
Yeah, Jabatan Meteorology.
Oh, it's meteorologist. That's the Malay word.
Malay pronunciation.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No, chill.
So weather forecast, he was
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
weather
meteorologist.
forecast.
I
But
see.
because of his handyman skills, he was also in charge of the buildings, maintenance and all that. So like our house, we need to do anything like pipe broke, electric something wrong or what. So he's like certified to handle all that shit. This now like because he's retired and also we don't want him to take too much extreme overwork himself. So I'm the replacement lah.
Yeah.
He would direct me lah. How to
Okay.
change the light, how to do this and all that.
Yeah, bro. What happened next, man? After the experiment in the guest room, how did you eventually end up in the dirt again?
On a big farm.
Yeah.
So I think after I closed down that inside hydroponic
You
and
all
all
did
that,
one cycle.
I tried 3 cycles, but about 6 months, but then nothing grew. Like after the second week, the plants died.
Would you say it's just because of the location that made it just
Location and also I tried to be cheap.
okay?
Yeah. So that
It's a
was-
test, ma, dude.
Yeah. Because the system that I built, right, with my dad in that guest room, right, if I bought it outside, it would be like the one I checked out was 35,000.
What the fuck?
35,000 fully built, huh? They'll come and set up everything for you.
Cost to build it? The
Like,
cost that
the
you
one I spent and built with myself, with my dad, everything including the fertilizer, the whole system, right? It cost me 15K.
Oh shit, that's
I save half, but then the problem is because of I save half, I wasn't able to get the results that the other product that was ready made, promised that they would deliver. you know?
But just because if you bought the 35K one, right, would that mean that you would have grown your plants optimally? Not necessarily also.
Not necessarily, but then I wouldn't have all the the problems of that they would have resolved. Because the beginning, most of my problem was the setup of how I made my structure, the water balancing, the leveling, how the water flowed, the water pump. I had like 6 water pumps, bro, from very small to very big. The very big one was too powerful. The small one was like too small. You know?
Okay, the guest room is about this size, is it?
Yeah, but longer a bit lah. Not so wide lah.
Understand. So okay, yeah. Then what happened next?
So then after that, I closed that down, and then I think I was talking to my parents a lot and my other families, a lot about me want to do like this homesteader vibe, and I want to do farming and all that. So after like I think 1.5 years of me lobbying with my family and all that, they decided like, okay, let's get a land and like let's see, like you try it out, you try farming.
You all buy the land or rent it?
At first we wanted to buy a land.
Where?
Anywhere within the budget lah.
Okay.
So then we were looking around lah. So like we went to like Perak, we went to Pahang, we went to Negeri Sembilan.
Shit. So you also knew that if you're buying the land there, you've got to relocate.
I would have need to relocate lah. But then the thing is, because my family the plan was to buy the land. If my farming thing tak jadi, we at least have the land under the family's name. So then we can like make it into our weekend getaway. And also like having land is like good asset.
It is an asset. It's real estate. Yeah.
But then nothing too close to Klang Valley lah, because it's damn bloody expensive lah, you know.
Fucking expensive, bro.
So we are
this
just all
room also
like humble middle class people, like you know, this surviving. My family, not me. I'm B40, the lowest part of B40.
Yeah, same.
So
You're not same, okay?
Same lah. Yeah. Okay. So, where do you all choose?
So we finally found a land in Temerloh, Pahang, but then we didn't buy the land because the owner were like told us like, okay, why not you lease it out from us? So instead of buying 8 acres and you don't know what you're doing, at least you lease out the 2 acres, and yeah, you will have some support within the community lah.
Okay. So you guys rented 2 acres,
Yeah. So
Damn, that's 2 football fields.
yeah, exactly. And I did the whole 2 acre farming all by myself with my dad helping a bit lah.
Okay. So yeah, now this is the.
I didn't have any workers
Yeah, this is the.
Lost a lot of it
Clearly.
Now I put on lah. I've been here back in PJ for like a year plus already.
Okay. Yeah, bro. This is the interesting part, man. Tell me. So you moved out. You quit your job.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you tell your boss, man? I belong in the dirt.
Bro, and it's crazy also. I mean, sorry, like, what did you tell your boss is one thing, but you also left your job during COVID, if I'm right.
No,
like,
it's
based on the
2022.
timeline. Okay, so it's
So like
it's done
after
already.
the 2022, and if you're following like Western medias, it was just after the ending of that silent resignation movement. You know how people resign silently? They won't give any indication, but then they will come like, "Hey, boss, I'm resigning," and then just walk up.
Why was there a movement like that?
There was a big thing going on in the Western, the Western media.
And all I follow is Western media. How come I didn't?
Silent resignation.
No, I didn't hear about.
OnlyFans do not count, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the time like everyone was leaving work and all that. So like for me, I was like towards the end of it. And then what is that? When I left, because I was corporate communication, public relations, right? So I don't only report to my head of department, but I also report to the CEO. So like I'm like one of that unique position, although I'm like just an associate, but I still talk to my CEO like, hey boss, you got this interviews, you got
Was your role full time?
what
The corporate role.
yeah
It was a
Okay,
full-time
okay.
job.
yeah
dude.
9 to
Okay.
6, bro.
Understand.
I was a working man.
I know, bro.
Now I'm just a broke man.
No, so the
Welcome to the club.
when you were when you were having to take care of the makeshift farm in your guest room, how much time did that take per day when you were working full time some more?
Oh, so that one will like take like half an hour in the morning and then half an hour in the evening.
An hour a day, like that.
An hour a day lah. But usually when I come back from work, I'm too tired and so I forget. And plus it was like the room at the back of the house, upstairs back. My room is upstairs front. So like I forget.
You're a funny guy.
So the hydroponic part, I wasn't so disciplined as when I went to Temerloh to do my
tell me,
actual farming.
Okay,
So when I left, I told my head of department and my supervisor. They were like, okay, no worries, and they kind of knew that
sorry,
I
bro.
was.
This is a bit too far.
Oh, sorry. So
Don't eat it, okay, dude.
That's also that's in the same clip as the playing in dirt one, okay?
So when I left my
You like that shit, don't you?
Bro, it's fucked up.
yeah, okay. So my head of department and supervisor knew that I was leaving.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Okay. But then when I went and I had to go and tell my CEO that I was leaving because I was handling a lot of interviews for him. So when I went and told my CEO, and my CEO was like, huh? You serious, bro? Like, if somebody is disturbing your office, you can always tell me.
No, you told him why you want to leave.
Yeah, I told him I'm leaving because I'm going to do farming. He was like, he didn't believe me. He was like, huh? You're doing farming. If someone is disturbing you in office or harassing you, you can always tell me, it's safe, it's P and C here, I'll take care of them, I'll take care of it. I'm like, no, boss, seriously, I'm being treated well here. Just that I have an opportunity to pursue my passion in farming. I just got the opportunity, so this why I'm leaving. I just wanted to inform you. You sure? I'm farming. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, all the best.
And I'm assuming this was also a very good paying job because it's a government job and
government agency.
Agency.
I wasn't getting pension. I was private sector lah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, if it was a government job, right, and you left like that to do farming,
definitely you think my mother will let me leave a government job getting pension just to do farming?
No, I want to ask, right? I want to ask. So if you left, right, would you have gotten pension? No, right? You have to stay.
I think you have to stay like a minimum 10 years.
Yeah, understand.
Then you get
only you can leave and farm.
Yeah.
But even if you leave a government job after 10 years, I don't think you get pension, dude. It's until you retire, then you qualify for pension.
Okay, now there's changes rules. Last time the one that I knew is 10 lah.
Okay. Yeah. So
and also, am I limited to one or can I have more water bottles? I'm a big guy.
You can, dirt boy.
This is only
He's taking the water for the dirt later. Some hydroponic shit.
Hydroponic with 250 ml.
See, that's
If I ever need help in my farm, I'm definitely not calling you.
Thank you.
Hey,
bro.
You will kill my plants.
Hey, bro. Okay, back to the Temerloh adventure, man. I want to hear about that.
So
Okay, the CEO, the resignation. Let's go from there. Okay.
So I told him, he didn't believe me. I had to convince him that I'm not getting harassed or.
That's also because he's never heard about your hobby at home, lah.
Yeah, not really lah. But he knows that I do a lot of videos and stuff like that. But he never knew that I was really into comedy, into agriculture. Sorry. My other videos is comedy videos. He knows about that because he's my friend on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro. That thing is just too funny, man.
So, when you said you're resigning, did you do to him what you did to the mic, boss?
God no. At that time, I think he just got he was about to get married, so no.
Oh shit!
I don't mess with married men.
God damn.
No lah. This told him hey bro,
Right.
Hey boss. This is like you know how you talk to a bro, hey bro, I'm leaving kind of thing. But instead of the bro, I just said hey boss.
I understand, bro. I understand that part.
So hey boss, actually I'm leaving. I don't know whether the other head of department told you already or not. He said, yeah, everyone told me, the whole company knows. So I'm like, yeah, that's my job, PR. Everyone should know what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, then.
So then after I went to Temerloh. So 2022 was the year that I left my job. In, I think, September or October.
Where did you stay in Temerloh?
Temerloh town itself.
And how far was that from the site?
It was about 10 minutes, 15 minutes drive.
Okay.
20 minutes if there's traffic. But the traffic is different compared to KL traffic. KL traffic. No, KL traffic is like all the cars jam and all that, like for hours, right? There, the traffic is some stupid cow trying to cross the damn road.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. I'm not joking, serious.
So if you
There,
cross
they talk about traffic jam, is some cow or some goat or some chicken crossing the road and just taking their sweet ass time crossing the road. So you just stop there looking at stupid chicken, and then you go.
I thought you meant like Temerloh is different traffic jam because like in Kuching, I remember I went to Kuching and then people say got traffic jam, but the traffic jam means like from 10 minutes become 15 minutes, you know, like
Yeah, so this is same, like normal travel time 10 minutes, but you can come 15-20 minutes.
because of the
Cow.
cows.
Here, when you say cow means the L drivers, right? Lembu, L, you know, the L cars, learning how the learner drivers. We call them lembus, right? I don't know, I call them lembus lah. But there, when I
It's
say
a real
lembu,
lembu.
actual lembu,
Right,
but also
right.
got this stupid L lembu lah. So
Right,
the
right.
real lembu, the fake lembu.
Right. Has anyone else called you Lambu or not?
No, they call me Madu because I'm
Madu.
Indian.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay, hey, bro, so
Ah.
is Temerloh one of the bigger towns in Pahang?
I think so. Two reasons why I say I think it's no, not the big town lah. Kuantan I think is bigger in Pahang.
Oh, of course.
But then when I went to Temerloh, that's the time I found out that they have here instead of Pasar Tani, they have Pekan Sehari. So it starts in the
Okay.
morning until like around 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's a daily market.
Daily weekend Sunday market.
Okay.
So Temerloh town has the longest, biggest Pekan Sehari
I've seen it
of a
before.
whole Pahang. Secondly, Temerloh is the center of Malaysia. There's there's an actual monument saying that this is Tengah Peninsula Malaysia.
Wow.
The center of the peninsula of Malaysia. So yeah, I didn't know that until I went there. I was like, oh, okay. So when I went to Temerloh, it's like 150 kilometers to KL, 150 kilometers to Kuantan. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask, right, how much was the rental? Are you allowed to say that? For the 2 acres of land?
Okay, so usually for farming is different compared to our residential and all that. So if I'm not mistaken lah, this is what people told me and this is what I went through, is that 1 acre of farmland is 500 ringgit.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about 1 square feet here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or 2 square feet or 3 square feet. Or
For
10
your
square
house lah, yeah lah. For us like maybe half the house lah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, your
In a-
house 1 square feet lah.
feet. In a
Our house
residential
a bit-
area in PJ is like that. Lah. Yeah.
So, but like for me, because I was like trying to learn and all that, so the owner gave me like 500 for 2 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. But then you think of it like, okay, 500 ringgit per acre, wow, so cheap and all that. But you're doing farming, bro. Like the fastest crop also like a month and a half
Yeah.
it takes to grow.
Understand.
And then how much of it you have to harvest without any issues and then sell it for your farmer's price, not retail price, farmer's price to get back the money.
How
Then-
come you have to sell it at farmer's price?
Because they buy it at farmer's price. Because you're selling it to retailers. You're selling to distributors.
Okay. Yeah, stupid question.
Uh,
You're
so
selling in
you-
bulk.
Yeah, I'm selling bulk. So I'm selling to distributors and also to shop people. Shop people, they also want to make market money and also the
So
middleman.
you went over there, you didn't know anyone in Temerloh.
I knew a handful of people. Like
Oh, how do you know you got relatives there, is it?
yeah, like family, friends, this and that.
But
But not like the close ones. Like I've only seen them like maybe in like 1-2 weddings in my
Understand.
lifetime.
okay,
Ah.
so you had to build the relations with the retail shops and all.
Yes, I had to build all my networks there all by myself.
Okay.
And like, you know, I had to go to the shops for like the machine shops to get my my auger machine, that you drill hole in the ground. That I had to go find which shop. There's like a lot of farming
You did
shop.
everything here on your own.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, awesome as in is I can imagine you must have enjoyed. It's a project, a real
Yeah,
project.
it's a real project. I really enjoy it. But the problem is, if it wasn't for the delays in setting up the farm, I could have at least had some budget allocation to hire at least a worker or so. Because
Okay.
me doing A to Z, because I'm running a business, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So I have to do the financing part, I have to do everything part, and then on top of that I was doing the social media. So everything I was doing on my own, and it was so stressful, and it was at times it was so lonely. And thankfully my family we are very close, and
They came down. Did
they
come
came down like
often?
my family came down often because I had a house towards the second part, like I had a double story house I rented. So I had a lot of rooms, so like my family and friends came and visited, and they could stay overnight. My sister came, my dad came. My dad stays like most often lah. So he stays like for like 2 weeks at one go, help me out with the farm and all lah. The rest all come visitors like this to sightsee and all, but you know, at least they keep me company. But there are times where it's so lonely. I'm just alone.
It is, bro.
Big ass house.
It's fucking lonely. Like you literally don't have any bros there.
Yeah, exactly. At least now, like here in PJ, right? We want to
You got Vishnu.
We can just call somebody, or even a friend that's not so close, but we like really desperate. We can always call like, hey bro, where are you? Long time never catch up. Let's go have a drink or go makan. There literally no one, bro. Even my dogs weren't at my house. They were in my farm.
Oh,
My dogs were in the farm.
and
So
they are
like,
there for a reason.
they are there to guard the...
These are dogs that you found there.
No, these are dogs that I got it from my previous house neighbor.
Okay.
A mechanic who's one of the female dogs was about to give
In
birth
KL.
in Temerloh.
Temerloh.
In Temerloh.
Oh, okay.
So one of the neighbors is a mechanic. The mechanic had a few dogs that was going to give birth.
Okay.
So then one of the dogs gave birth. I took the dogs.
Can I ask, like, I know the dogs, they legit know how to protect the site and all, but how do you have to train them, or they just know it's instincts? Or they don't protect it?
I also not sure because I also first time dog owner, dog carer.
Yeah, but do they protect the site?
They protect to a certain extent when I'm there lah. When I'm there, because I feed them and all that and play with them, so they know that I'm their caretaker, their main caretaker. But then when I leave the farm, I notice whenever I come at odd times, they're not my regular times, my dogs are not there.
Where do they go?
They go lepaking elsewhere with the other dogs.
And those are the dogs, random dogs nearby.
Random dogs from the Felda and Felkra plantation estate
Probably
or
up to no
kampung.
good.
No, like, they are also guarding lah, but then they are just roaming around lepaking and all that. And my dogs, I think just now you saw them, but I don't think.
Yeah, I did.
They are very social. They are more like, now their role is not guard dog. They are more like concierge service. You go ask them like, hey, is Lavinesh at home or is Amma at home? They will tell you, yes, Amma's at home, Lavinesh not at home. By just wagging their tails lah. That's how they communicate lah. But it's like concierge service lah. They won't go. And,
Only you do that lah.
I'll go do the barking.
Hey,
Like-
dude, it's normal there, right? Like Malay farmers, all they have dogs also, right?
Yeah. So they, like, you have to have dogs
You
because
have to, right?
to be honest, I don't know whether you all saw the recent article on FMT, is that my 2 dogs actually saved me from a snake, a cobra.
Oh, dude, what happened, man?
There was like a 15-foot snake was standing there, wanted to attack me.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, he was standing as as tall as this panda here. He was just
Holy
standing there.
shit, where were you,
I
bro?
was sitting like maybe just beside him. My Hilux, the back door open. I was sitting there blasting my music. And then suddenly I heard my dogs barking because they chill under my car, because it's nice and cool.
Yeah.
It was in the evening, right? I finished my work and I was just chilling and all relaxing. And then suddenly I heard my dogs barking. And at that time, they always fight. So whenever they fight, I try to break it up to show that, I'm alpha and y'all don't fight with each other. Y'all fight with anyone else you want, but don't fight with each other.
Because you're brothers.
Sisters, 2 girls. So
Brother
that's-
and sister. I mean, brother and sisters lah, 2 dogs.
Bitches be bitches.
So, and then suddenly I heard them barking, right? And then I got down and looked. I was just looking under my car. They were like running out of my car, going this direction. And then suddenly I turned and look. I saw the cobra standing there with that hood open. I was shit scared, bro. I turned around. I wanted to run. I took 1-2 steps and I heard the barking, like still going that direction towards the snake and not following me, kind of thing. Turned around, saw my dogs were charging at the snake. So I also said, cannot lah, my dogs, that snake is, my dogs is like half their size, current size now, Now they're fully grown. It's like half their size. They're charging at a big ass snake. I was like, then I turned around to save my dogs. My dog saving me, I'm saving my dog. And then that thing saw like, 2 dogs and 1 buffalo running at it. He got scared. It turned around, chabot. And how I know is about like 14, 15 feet long, right? Is because where it came up and then after where it ran off, right? It was a trench that I just dug with using excavator. The excavator contractor came. So I had the measurements, all that. So that's why like some of my friends say I kader, but I'm not kadering. I am actually telling the truth because I know how much of, how long the trench is. Right. So it's just slithering there, bro. Like, what the hell, man?
Wait, okay, bro. Let me get have a better picture lah. So you're chilling in your car in the seat with the door open.
Not on the seat. You know how Hilux had the back door, the back door open.
Okay. So where was the snake?
I was sitting where the Tupperware is there.
Yeah.
The sweet Tupperware there.
Yeah.
Snake was this rack here.
And staring right at you.
Staring at me. I'm staring in front. Dogs were under me, behind. Then they were running. I was running that side. Then I turned back. 3 was charging. It turned and ran off.
Okay, but when you saw the snake is just looking at you.
Yeah, it's staring at me lah.
But honestly, right, the snake...
It didn't catch my eye at first because the snake was emerald green color, you know.
Oh.
Like greenish.
Cobras are green? They can be green.
Like greenish color lah. So like at the background is like bunch of trees and around it is all clay lah. But then when it's standing up, right, and my eye direction, right, it's like blending in with the trees at the back.
Do you have to look twice or like?
No lah, I just went there. Suddenly my eyes did pop. Like what the hell? Then I was like, whoa.
You straight away run.
Run lah.
But honestly.
But like not run lah. Like 2-3 steps. Then I realized my dog's not following me. So then I had to turn back and run towards them to protect them. Okay. Then I was like, either the dog die, I die, or the snake die. Somebody gonna die, but okay, we're all going to try not to die, but we're going to try to kill somebody. Somebody. Yeah.
If you have to lah.
If I have to lah.
Yeah, but bro, I don't think a cobra would attack you for no reason unless he want food. He's not going to eat you, bro.
Yeah. So then after that, people told me it's like either it was previously, because this was like I think 3 months into the farm setup. So like it might have been its territory.
Or it knew that there's a food source here.
Yeah, food source. Or the music that I was playing from my speaker, right? The Bluetooth speaker, right? It was so loud because I was putting it against my car. So the vibration attracts snakes.
Oh.
So it can be either one of those.
Maybe he just wanted to have a rave party with you.
Exactly. But bro, come on, bro. You're all alone in the farm.
No, I understand.
There's no one for miles. You can scream the top of your lung, you know. Lung at the top of your lung, and no one can hear you and will come to your rescue.
Do you have 1 lung or 2?
I was just about to ask.
Top of your lungs.
Bro, his grammar's not been that good since he came back to the city. Okay?
People are telling some PTSD moment here. You try and be grammar police. Aduh, bodoh ni lah bangang.
Yeah, bro, but that's so fucking crazy, man. Do you see snakes apart from that? I'm sure you do, right, in the farm?
Yeah, I have seen snakes, like a small snake.
Small ones,
like the biggest is maybe slightly bigger than this bottle.
Oh, they're babies, bro.
Yeah, babies, but and he was just running along and all that. And then like 1-2 like that dogs have caught.
Yeah.
And like killed it. Okay. This is so huge, man.
Yeah.
Like this kind of size is the one I see in Zoo Nagara, that yellow and whitish one in the entrance where you can pet it and all that.
Yeah.
It's like that. But like this one, I was like,
fuck. So
you know how thick the Zoo Nagara one is, right?
Yeah,
It's so
like that, huh, bro? Yeah.
This is like that.
So you say it's a cobra because only cobras stand like that.
Yeah, and also that hoodie thing.
What do you call that?
They call it a hood. I Google search that day.
It's like a mane, lion's mane like that. Okay, fuck, man.
Crazy, man. It's like, and also they only open it if they're feeling threatened.
Yeah.
I was just playing my music, so I don't know what part of me threatening or the dog's threatening.
The dogs are probably...
But he was staring at me. He wasn't staring at the dog.
I'm pretty sure it's your face, bro.
Yeah, maybe lah, you know.
You know, but what I wanted to say is I don't think he would have thought about eating you.
He would have eaten for a
You know what I
lifetime.
mean?
that's
Yeah,
it.
no. I think he would have just attacked me, killed me, and most probably eaten my dog.
If he's daring enough.
Yeah, daring lah. But thank God he didn't try anything. It chabot.
Yeah.
B also chabot, and my dogs wanted to chase it. I hold my dogs back. So like okay lah, like okay lah. After that, I was paranoid as hell lah. Like after that, almost when
Work finish early lah that day.
From that day, I never go in the evening. I go until afternoon and all that. But evening, I'm going there. If I go to the farm, it's with somebody with me. I don't want to go alone.
Does somebody you went with, does he know there's cobras?
Yeah, my dad lah. Called my dad lah. Pa got snake. Put time. My dad's like, okay, you just go to temple, put some sudam, and then tomorrow come to the farm, put some sudam, and okay, say a prayer. You said your prayer, no? When you enter the farm, no right? That's why you did it. All that. I'm like,
damn, what a story, bro. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, bro. But during like 2023, 2024, I had seen some of your content and all that as well. What was there an instance where you had dogs to take care of the farm aside from your dogs, but they passed away or something like that?
Yes.
Oh man.
So originally I had 6 dogs. 6 puppies. Unfortunately, 3 passed away.
Mm-hmm.
1, I believe, got stolen.
Okay.
Got kidnapped.
Right.
So I'm left with Blackie and Collar lah.
That's your current 2. Okay.
Yeah, the 2 sisters lah.
Right. How did the first 2 pass?
The first
Sorry,
one,
3. Was it 3?
3 pass.
3 pass. Yeah.
So I think 1 pass is because I think it was the runt of the litter. So I think the siblings attacked it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the
What?
Yeah, no, because if the smallest and weakest, like and also the point, like when I found the puppy, it was Kuti actually, the name of the dog, Kuti. When I found her, it was just like after like me bringing her back to my house to nurse her for like 3-4 days to get her like strength back, and like because she's not eating much because the siblings are bullying her like that. So like
Why would they be so cruel, like siblings?
I don't know. I think it's like usually the runt of the litter always gets bullied, and like the survival of
What
fittest
type
kind
of
of.
dogs
Like,
are this?
this is like common
The
mongrels,
stray-
street dogs.
Okay.
So then, I think it was attacked by the other puppies and all.
That's so
I
cruel.
think lah.
I didn't know siblings, even stray dogs, they would do like that.
Yeah, and then also, I've been training my dogs to stay within the farm, but then they got run over by cars lah. Yeah, so
Wow, bro. Do you see any other animals like in the farm?
yeah,
what?
I got chased by water buffaloes multiple times, and the water buffaloes are huge.
Yeah, of course.
It's bigger. You know the Hilux.
Yeah, you think you're a buffalo?
Yeah,
know,
you think I'm
haven't
a buffalo? I'm like the runt of the litter like that compared to the big other thing. I'm like the underfed buffalo there.
But why did they chase you?
They're bigger than my car. My Hilux, Toyota Hilux, single cab.
How do you outrun them?
Huh? I don't outrun them lah. I get my dogs to chase them.
And they'll run away from the dogs.
Yeah. And they can easily just step on my dogs. And with one step itself, my dogs will be crushed. But my dogs are so brave. And the water buffaloes are so scared. I don't know why. So they just run away lah. If they come near me or what, or I'm going near them, my dogs will come near me. And like they also like, oh, okay, the dogs are nearby. Okay, we'll also buzz off.
Why do they chase you actually?
They don't not really chase lah. Like they think like sometimes if I walk too fast near towards them, they think I'm going to attack their babies. They have their babies with them.
Are these wild or they're someone's?
It's the kampung people's one lah. But the problem is this water buffaloes, and it's a kampung lifestyle. It's how they breed these water buffaloes, right? Is that they let them roam around the kampung area. It roams around by themselves, eating grass and all that. And then once it's time for harvesting, then only these people will come and find their buffaloes and take them back to the kandangs.
So they let them have a good life first.
Yeah, so like they don't need to feed it. Yeah. It's free feed. Yeah. Then once in a while they just check on it, make sure it's not sick or stuff. Yeah. And it just goes on. So so that's also the reason why I have to like spend a lot of money on fencing up my fence, because they'll just eat. They have eaten a few of my plants. You know, so yeah, so like damn annoying. And also they, like I terraform my whole place, right?
What is terraform?
Terraform is like landscaping, like shape. It was like a hill slope, right? So I made it to like look like stairs like that from far.
Oh,
like giant steps like that,
So,
you know,
so
like platforms like that.
Yeah.
So these water buffaloes, they don't know what the road that I made, the path I made. No, they just walk.
They stay away from that when they
No,
see.
they just walk up and crush everything lah. So then when rain comes, so they make like their own walkway. And then because I made it such a way where if it rains, water will exit certain way where it doesn't wash off erode the soil. These fellas walk up, break everything that I've built, and then when the rain comes, it just starts eroding like 1-2 areas where it had big erosion lah.
Bro, I didn't know like doing farming is like solving a puzzle.
Yeah,
like that.
it's like, and you have to figure out how you're going to prevent each animal that's going to come and disturb you. So water buffaloes.
What other animals were a threat? Like what are all the animals that you experienced were a threat to your crops?
Threat to my crops is first thing monkeys.
What?
These monkeys are just actual monkeys. They
Of course lah.
got 2 different species, 2 different families lah. They will come and kachao lah. They will come and eat my vegetable fruits and all that lah. They will come and sometimes they just come and destroy just for the fun of it.
Would they do it when you're there? No.
They will do lah when I'm here. When I'm down the hill, they will be up the hill. When I go up the hill, they come down the hill.
Because they know that you can't catch them.
Yeah.
Fuck! They know.
They know. And also my dogs, so they bully my dog lah.
And they probably laugh at
They
you.
will stand on the low branch here, stand on the low branch, my dog here. They will like, meow, meow, meow. Oh, wow, wow.
They're laughing at you, right?
Laughing at me and my dogs. My dogs all disturbing, and then after a few months, my dog like don't give a damn.
You became their bitch because they took food whenever they want.
Yeah, so they take my dog's food. That's the problem. So that's why I had to train my dogs to eat immediately. If not, and I have to stand there lah. I can't do anything for like half an hour just staring at my dogs.
Eat lah, quick.
Yeah, my dog's sometimes stubborn, want to play around, don't want to eat straight away, and I'm like, oh my god, if you don't eat now, you're not good. The monkeys will eat your food, and then if the monkeys eat your food, you're not going to stay here. You'll go and lip up with your other friends there who has food, and then who's going to gut the farm? My dogs won't listen, stubborn.
Okay, so monkeys, what else come and eat your stuff?
Besides the monkeys, I got wild boar.
Babi hutan.
Yeah, babi hutan. Literally, there's like few running
Hey
around.
bro, let me tell you something, man. Did you know that a pig, right? A pig in captive, right? If you let it out in the wild, within a few months, it will grow tusks and hair like a wild boar.
Is there an actual
Yeah,
thing?
you Google this.
The pink piggy.
Yes, the pink piggy. If you put it out in the wild, it's
It will come a babi hutan.
yes, it will. It will just adapt like that. You try and Google it now. I Googled it before. I heard it. I heard Joe Rogan talking about it. I went and Googled it. Yeah, it's true, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I
might sound
always
stupid.
thought it was like 2 different species.
Two different species, right? No.
But then what? The farmers are shaving them every day.
I'm not sure, but it's something to do with you need those things to survive lah if you're a wild.
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah,
That makes
the
sense.
tusk, of course.
Yeah,
you know,
tusk,
because you have to defend yourself.
defend.
The hair, I'm not sure why, but
I think it's from ticks and all that.
yeah. So okay, what else? We got wild boars, monkeys.
Water buffaloes and then snakes.
Oh,
Uh,
there's so much shit to think about, bro.
yeah.
And these are all the things that you actually didn't even prepare for.
Yeah, I didn't know it. And these situations are area depending.
Of course.
You know, it depends on the area.
Yeah.
So if you go somewhere like maybe Pera, you might not have any of these problems.
Yeah.
You might have a totally different other problems.
Yeah.
You might have like tape problem or elephant. And Kelantan, Terengganu, that's the biggest problem. Wild elephants coming and crushing your farm.
That is fucked up, man. Right.
So yeah, I don't have wild elephants in Temalo lah. So lucky thing lah.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, right, this sort of thing, right, you can't maybe you can like find information online to prepare for this, but the best way, right, is only you have to talk to the people in the area there. That's the only
Yes.
way you could have been prepared for that.
Yes. So that's why I was a bit prepared. But the solutions that they gave also is like you know, the fight for the monkeys is the fireworks that goes like a bomb. The football,
Yeah, that's my favorite
super
one.
loud, right? So I don't know whether I can say this on
Say.
thing, but
They just kill the monkeys.
your sweets, this Tupperware, with your sweets, I have like 3/4 full of that football in my house because I bought like 2 bottles.
I bet that was fun.
I finished one. Now I don't know where I can throw because if I bomb it in our neighborhood,
Yeah.
all the dogs will go insane.
Yeah.
And then it's so loud that the car alarms will go off.
No, I know. I love that
I
shit.
burst
man.
one in
Boom!
Padang Timur, and because it was like late at night, 10:30 like that, and MCOP Mall and the Tenaga TND
Yeah.
building, and you know how Padang Timur was open, right? The AMW and all that, right? I threw one bomb. It was so loud. We had to chabot because after that we heard police cars, right, like sirens around. I don't know whether it's ambulance or for University Hospital, but we'll just assume that it was for us, you know?
So when you say that's a solution to the monkeys, are you just bombing them?
No, I'm thinking and throwing, but then by the time I light up and throw,
They run already.
they run already. They know already. Because
know.
everyone else in the area is doing the same thing.
Bam! And they run.
And the problem is, my dogs are super scared of this loud sound. So when I'm throwing this, they are sprinting. They're sprinting to going outside the farm, other place, Then I have to whistle, beg them to come. And then they are scared because if they see the Tupperware near my car outside there, if I don't put it inside my car and hide it away from them,
They run.
They think I'm going to use it again. So they are on their toes.
Bro.
Cautious, this guy might just throw it and we have to run and sprint.
He acts like he's our friend, but he might just bomb us.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
He looks like one of us, but he's gonna kill us.
Dude, yeah, they think it's literally Armageddon, bro, when you throw that shit, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
What are the solutions? So the same solution applies for water buffaloes or snakes or
no,
whatever.
water buffaloes, you cannot do that because then you start a stampede.
Oh, they get pissed at you.
No, stampede. They start running, charging.
Oh, yeah.
And then if some kampung flare or somebody else, on a motorbike passing by my farm the front road, and these buffaloes are just charging at them, they get trampled and get killed, means.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a lot of factors, bro. Like crazy.
Yeah,
then there's what? Not crocodile, but
this is exactly why I wanted you on the podcast, man. I want to learn all this
yeah,
shit.
it's
cool,
crazy, man.
Cool stuff.
And also, I found out from my farming experience in Temulo, right, is that when you do farming in a certain area like this Malay Kampung, right, what they don't teach us or what you don't see on TV or this Westerners do is you always have to build a relationship with the local kampung first. Because I don't stay in the kampung,
Yeah.
okay, but my farm is there. If anything problem or what,
You call them.
I
and help.
really need to depend on them.
Yeah.
And also if I tersilap, I have to be careful on what I say or what I do, because if I tersilap cakap or what, they can do anything to my farm, because at night I'm not staying in my farm. What?
Did they?
No lah, but only my farm got robbed lah. All the metal tap heads, right, all got that, the one that you open left and right, the got
Yeah,
arm
I
one,
know.
that one got stolen 10 pieces.
Okay, they specifically just wanted that.
Yeah, metal what? Some drug addicts stole it lah. And the kampung flats knows who's the drug addict. They know who stole it somehow.
Because they probably stole from them also.
No, because stole from them, and it's a local person. And they said then I was like, oh, should I go make a police report? They said no point. The police also know who that does it. But then what proof? You have no proof.
Yeah, and what can
And
they do?
and then you simply
They sold the metal already.
yeah. So
And then you want to put them in jail. That's not going to bring your plants.
you can't put them in jail because you don't have, it's just words hearsay.
Yeah, no proof.
No proof.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, bro. So we talked a lot about the conditions and trying to your plants, your farm trying to survive, right? What were you growing?
So at first I wanted to do jagung, but jagung cannot, mainly because the monkeys loves that, and also it's easy to steal.
Damn. Like.
So what the local kampung flats told me is, jagung you put here, there are people who come and steal jagung.
Oh.
So just before, tomorrow you're going to harvest, right? Tonight people will come with the sack, the guni sack, the white color or the brown color one. Will come and plug, put at the bag full, fill up 2 bags or what? Okay lah, enough. Just hold it, drive on the motorbike and go cabut lah.
What the fuck is a normal thing? Or
They say you do that is very risky, and it's not local people also. It's like people from other kampungs or other tamans or like Temulo and then Mandekap or the other town. People will know. Everything. You think nobody talks, but everyone talks about everything you do. My car kena sangkut, people in Mandekap is calling me and saying, hey bro, what happened? I heard you got car. I heard from this guy your car got stuck. I'm like, huh? You heard from this guy? This guy I thought is not in town. Oh no, he heard from this person, that person.
Just busybody lah.
This busybody gossip lah. But everyone knows everyone's business,
You talk-
except me lah, because nobody tells me shit lah.
You talking Malay to all these people? It's mostly Malay people, is it?
Yeah, mostly me. No, got Indians, got Chinese. It's not
Yeah.
like a racial thing or what.
Understand.
Is this a small town? When somebody new comes in and doing something, everyone knows the story.
And obviously they pay more attention to you because you're from out of town.
Yeah, so I'm like kind of outsider. So they're trying to check what this guy doing. Is he okay? Is he thing? Of course, I was raised right. I was born and raised with Malaysian traditional values.
Yes.
So of course I'm sopan santun, budi bahasa budaya kita, all that, whatever I learned in my government school days. Like as though I went to international school, I'm a whole government school. Talk as though I went to international
That's
school.
it.
Pola de.
Some nice PR answer going on. I was like, what the
No,
hell?
but they also know that you're a newbie in this industry. You're a kid from the
Yeah.
city. They could take advantage of you.
Yeah, so they could take advantage, but because it's a small town, it's not as bad as like big towns kind of thing, like Klang Valley kind of thing, where a lot of scammers or whatever not. There are people that just came and passing by my farm, saw me there, and they said, "Hey, bro, oh, I heard you're doing this. Hey, why not you do this?"
Nah, don't die, bro. After this.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You know, you didn't hear any of his stories, right?
He was like, no, sorry, did you mean like on the episode?
No, I mean you never heard any of this stuff before.
A few we've spoken, not in depth lah, like this. Yeah.
But there are a few people that pass by the farm. They will come and say like, "Hey, bro, I heard you're doing this." You know, they'll just come and randomly give me advice,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Do people know the people there? Do they see your social media, Project Kebun?
They don't know. So I think one, two maybe know, but not all know about my social media. But they just know that I'm a new guy in that set
area.
up a farm, trying to learn about farming. So that's why whenever I went around asking for knowledge, asking for advice, everyone was so open to give up because they know that who am I. They roughly know my backstory. I'm a guy from corporate line, came here struggling to learn,
And they like it.
and they like it. And also like I'm not rude or like hidung tinggi. They come and tell me things like, "Hey, bro, yeah, this thing you should do," and I'm accepting the advice. You know, so like when you're doing this kind of farming, first you have to be respectful. Second, be open and be sopan lah. You know,
Yeah.
that's how you get ample of knowledge and help from these people.
Bro, you see, right? Obviously, this podcast is your English market podcast,
Yes.
and whatever you're saying all is super foreign and interesting lah to a lot of urban listeners or whatever. But in your TikTok account, right, I'm sure you get a lot of people giving you advice because these are people from the rural areas or they farm. A lot of farmers or do they advise you everything?
Yeah, so I do get some of them with farming experience and all. They do give advice. Some of them are really good. There are one, two that will talk a lot of nonsense, talk a lot of cock lah.
Like what call?
Like
They say
it
this
would
guy
be
give up lah.
No, like this one, two people will be like talking like, "Oh, you should plan properly lah, this lah, that." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, you can plan all you want. But end of the day, until you actually do, even your podcast also, you can plan all you want.
Yeah.
You can even plan to have Obama or Trump come and do this podcast. But when you start doing your podcast, right, it's different reality, right? It's nothing actually on what you wrote on paper and what your plan.
Understand, bro.
So there are flares will come like, "Oh, you should plan better. You should, this. Oh, that kind of budget is too small." I'm like, okay, what? You gave me the money, no, right? Your father gave me money, no, right? My money and my father's money. Shut up, you know?
Yeah, understand.
But I don't reply this lah.
So
No, but some of them give me good ideas. You know the ogre, the drilling machine? I think about 6 of them told me, "Hey bro, why are you digging like one idiot using that charcoal thingy?" Then they said, "Bro, there's a thing called ogre. Can you just go get it?" I was like, "Oh shit, what the hell?" Then I searched.
It's a machine.
Yeah, it's a machine, and then I went and bought it. It was it made the work so much more easier, bro. Like crazy fast, bro. Even now, also like simply when my garden, my house garden, my mom's garden, right? When the soil is a bit too tough, right? And then my mom said, "Hey, can you just chunk and loosen up the soil?" I was like, "Yeah, ma, I got the ogre. I'll just use the ogre." This was the fun of it, like, and then.
So like an hour work turned into 5 minutes.
Yes, exactly, bro. Kid you not, a whole last time used to take me about 25 minutes to 30 minutes. I was counting 25 to 30 minutes. This digging a hole deep enough for me to plant my stuff lah. With the ogre, it's about what 30 seconds, bro. 25 minutes
Yeah,
to 30 seconds.
It's like AI. Right?
It's like crazy.
Yeah. Okay, bro. So everything started with a question of what were you farming, and then it went to.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, so I had jagung.
Yeah, you wanted.
I want to plant jagung.
Yeah, and then it led to 15 minutes, bro.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
so-
all good.
I want to plant jagung, but because I said that getting stolen, and then after that I want to plant pumpkin.
Wait, sorry, Vishnu. Pour more of the shit.
I want to plant watermelon, but watermelon also it's a sweet fruit that the monkeys will come and disturb. But not many people steal because it's heavy and all.
Oh, there's
that.
no elephants there, right? Your area?
No elephants.
Lucky.
Just him.
So just me. Me and my trunk, my legs and my trunk.
Okay, wait, sorry. How light how much weight do you lose all the way up? Like, I mean, they were lightest when you
Oh
were
no,
there.
so I didn't lose weight. More of like I lost a bit of weight, but then I converted my fats into muscles.
Of course.
So I was more fitter. I was fit. You know,
The
so
body fat went down now.
Yeah, my body fat went down. But like now, my muscle turned back to fats lah. So I got a lot of storage lah.
But what? No, like, but did you actually drop weight?
I think I dropped about 5 kilos.
Okay.
5 to 10 kilos.
Yeah, that's not much, but you can see the difference because of the body fat go down.
Yeah, and also because I was carrying a lot of heavy shit. Like the things I'm carrying is all like 20, 30 kilos, 50 kilos. I'm carrying all by myself.
Understand.
The water pump.
Bro, it's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
But in all reality, I'm not trying to be an ass, but I am. You said you've lost weight, right? Bro, you've looked the same for 5 years, lah.
I said I gained muscle, converted to muscle, now
that's what it
converted
is.
back.
Okay.
That's gonna happen if you're doing it every day. It will happen one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I mean,
So now I'm chillaxing at home
Yeah,
lah, in
dirty
front of the
bulking lah.
instead of in front of the computer daily. So of course, I put on the weight, and also Amma's cooking lah.
Amma's cooking, lah.
Amma's cooking, and my local nasi lemak ladies and all around.
Botak nasi lemak juice up there.
You see local nasi lemak ladies.
Yeah, I have like 6 of them, bro. I swear to God, bro, I got a lady for sambal, I got a lady for fried chicken, I got a lady for nasi, I got a lady for kerang.
Do you specifically only buy from ladies, females?
It's usually the female selling it, or what am I? So I'm not the sexist one here.
I understand, bro. Good answer, bro. Yeah. I got 6 nasi lemak ladies.
Yeah, no, but seriously, I got like 6 or 7 to choose from.
Yeah.
So today I'm feeling like, nasi lemak ayam goreng with sotong. Then I go this shop. Nasi lemak ayam goreng with kerang. Okay, I go this shop.
You're a Indian dude in KL. Do you like chili pan mee?
Yes.
Yeah.
I recently had this massive craving for it. I think it's ever since I came back from Tumulu, the craving has just been crazy.
All the KL food, you want to whack everything.
Yeah, I just whack everything.
Yeah. Every time I go chili, Super Kitchen at SSP.
Yeah, that's the best.
All the Indians there, bro. Yeah, Indian and Chinese.
My problem is they open damn late.
Do they?
They open like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock.
You mean AM?
AM, yeah.
That is damn late.
Yeah, bro, I'm awake like 3 AM, bro.
So you usually eat mamak lah. You got no choice.
No, in the morning, I'll go and tepi jalan lah.
Tepi
nasi
jalan
lemak.
where got open so early? 6 or
No, they open like 6:45, 7:30. So I have to like delay until 7:30.
Okay, so you tried to farm jagung.
Yeah, so I tried. So I planned to farm jagung, then watermelon. All on plan it was good, but then it wasn't suitable for
Did
the
you
area.
try it? Did you actually
No,
try
I didn't try.
Okay.
Because no point, because it's not
Yeah,
suitable.
I understand.
So I ended up with labu,
Labu is?
a pumpkin.
All labu.
Yeah, all labu. 2 acres, only 150 plants of curry leaf, and the rest of the 2 acres is pumpkins.
Okay, how many times did you manage to harvest
I
that?
did about 2 harvests. The first harvest I had 1,300 kilos, about there, 1,300 kilos. So at the back of my Hilux is this full, and then
How much weight can you bring on your Hilux? Can your Hilux carry 1,300? No, right? Can
I think about 3 tons,
3 tons is 3,000.
3,000 kilos.
Wow. Okay. Oh, Hilux can carry so much. So were you the one who you had to carry
Harvest
everything yourself?
Yeah lah.
Oh damn.
harvest it, and then bring it back to my house. No, and then I had to sort it according to grade because I went and talked to the distributor that I wanted to sell to.
Yeah.
He said, if you give me everything like that, I'm going to give you a very low price,
Yes.
like the price for the grade C. If you sort it and all that, then I'll give you according to the price. Then
Yeah.
I'm like, okay lah, you tell me how is it. Then you showed me. And I was like, okay, this is how you grade it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
So I
you-
went back, I graded it myself.
Sorry, did you talk to multiple distributors?
Yes.
Yeah, and then to compare the price.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
that
the retail price at that time, my first harvest, retail price if you go buy from the shop, right, it's 4 ringgit 50 cents. My grade A, they are willing to accept it. The best guy was 1 ringgit 50 cents. Grade A,
damn.
grade A is about like maybe what I think was 10% of my entire harvest.
But what's stopping you, bro?
So grade
yeah.
B was most of the So grade B was most of the
Grade B is C.
B and C was the 90%.
Yeah. Grade B is like maybe 1 ringgit, 120.
Yeah.
And then after grade C was like 80 cents, 90 cents.
150 was what they were buying.
150 was grade A only.
Yeah, I understand.
Ah.
So that was, you compared with people already, that was really the best price.
But honestly, bro, like, what's stopping you from selling it for like 4 or 450 just to make that extra income?
If I want to sell at 450, I have to sell it direct to consumers.
Okay.
To like you like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So what's like stopping you from?
You need a
Where am I supposed to find 1,000? So
consumers.
this sale, my fruit is about 1 kg,
Okay.
one fruit. Okay?
Yeah.
I need to find 1,200 people.
Okay. Right.
Even this despite me selling some of it on no. So the first round I sold it to the distributor, right? The second round I only got about 300 kilos because the rest of it supposed to be like 1,500 kilos, right? But I only managed to get 300 kilos of harvest of pumpkins for the second cycle, right? Is because the monkeys had destroyed it, kept on destroying all the newly going to start growing. They eat half, or the fruit is already growing, like almost going ripe. They just take a bite, and they take a bite that's deep enough that will start rotting. So then I can't use it. At least they take a bit of bite outside, then it's just damaged. So then I can just cut it off and still sell it. That's what market does, anyways.
So
So that 300 kilos, I sold it at the side of the road, and yeah, it was
tough.
hard. It was tough. I only managed to sell like about 150 kilos
And how many days did that take you?
one day, from morning until evening.
Bro, that's fast, right? 1 day. Right?
Yeah, but then that's at the side of the road on a Saturday.
Okay, but how the also
but
the question is
but like that traffic came from the local people, the people in my neighborhood, from a WhatsApp group, not from my social media postings.
no, I know, but how the fuck did you sell 150 pumpkins in a day? That's damn a lot.
Because of like my neighborhood, we have this, all the old aunties, the Indian, Chinese aunties all go for this yoga, Tai Chi thing.
In Tamalo.
No, in PJ, client accessory.
Oh, you brought?
I brought it back here to sell it because there I have no clients.
Yeah, exactly.
So I brought it all the way back here, the 300 kilos, to sell it in front of my playground there. And, and this was at 8 a.m., just after they finished all the Tai Chi stuff. They were walking back, they saw me, they bought it.
But bro, that's...
It was really good, but you have to see my social media posting, right? I did like promote, I'm going to be here from what time to what time, right?
Yeah.
I had about like maybe 2,000, 3,000 views on TikTok, and Instagram about like, a few hundred views.
Yeah.
I really had, I think about like less than 10 people.
That's a lot. Because how many of those people are staying in your area? You know
about
what I'm
half of them.
so many people...
Especially on Instagram, I had about like 100 responses. People say 100 people, about like I think 50 or 60 people saying that they will come, DMing me, messaging me, replying and all that.
Yeah.
I think I was one of them, and I didn't wake up.
I was there until like 6 o'clock. He couldn't wake up until 6 p.m. Is it?
No, you told me you sold out early. I think.
No, but okay, bro. Honestly, if that's the conversion rates, right, from people in your area and just your network of friends, like, I think that's fucking good already.
Yeah,
like,
it is fucking good. I'm not saying I'm upset or what. I'm impressed. I really thought no one was going to buy anything. I thought I would go back home at 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
and you sell 10 pumpkins.
300 kilos.
Yeah, you really.
Yeah, but I still sold like 150 kilos of pumpkin.
Yeah, bro, you thought what I was thinking. I was thinking like, who the fuck's gonna. Yeah, bro, it's good. So what I'm saying is, what just keep going, man. Did that demotivate you, the Temalo shit?
No, the
whole experience there.
The whole experience, no, it didn't demotivate me. Just that after the whole experience, I'm physically tired, and okay, I've recovered. Physically, I've recovered.
How long have you been back in the city?
A year.
And how long did you run the Temalo farm?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And how often?
From start to finish lah.
And how many times were you able to come to KL? Never.
Come back to KL almost every other weekend.
But then who's gonna take care of your thing?
My dad goes there.
Also, you all have to swap
Yeah.
That's the only way. There has to be
or
someone.
If like me and my dad have to go like some like family function, like my cousin brothers got married or some close relative got married. We all have to be there, right?
Okay.
Then I got like a contact there. I got to help out to feed the dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
But the watering and all that is all I've done already lah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you have to be there. You were there, or your father, 95 or 99% of the time. 99.
Yes. Yeah, mainly because of the dogs. Because you need to go feed the dogs every day.
Okay. So you harvested twice the pumpkins.
The third time I wanted to do, but then the problem is it wasn't season, and I had to let the land rest, because you can't be planting the same thing again and again and again.
Why? The soil will deteriorate.
Because it's absorbing the same nutrition, and if like is this absorb, then there's no more nutrition. So you had to let your soil rest and
I see.
replenish naturally.
Okay. What other things would have made your harvest optimal? Like, let's say, get more grade A pumpkins. Do you know? Sometimes you can do the best, also they're not all going to come out as grade A, right?
I think the first step is make it like a prison. High fence, barbed wires, the whole works.
Which is what anyone with the budget would do.
Yeah.
And the knowledge.
That kind of fencing is really, really expensive. Like the one that I did, it cost me about, I think, I still can't remember, but like, because I put the sticks, I got the local kampung flirts to make it. So the sticks, they just go and cut a wood in the forest and come and plant it. And then there's 4 lines coming of barbed wires. One line is about, one gulong of barbed wire is about, I think, 150 to 250 meters. I had 4 lines, and I think I used about like 10 rolls.
Okay, I didn't ask. So when you were selling the pumpkins here, right, in KL, how much did you sell to those aunties for?
I sold it at the cheaper price, 3.5.
Yeah, no wonder they all came out. It's damn fucking cheap, way, bro.
Yeah, so 3.5 to 4 lah, 3.5 to 4 around there.
If they went to the KL supermarket and get a pumpkin, 6 ringgit.
KL, yeah lah, 6 ringgit lah. But then if you go to PJ Old Town, it's about 4.50.
Okay. Pumpkins are cheap.
So that's why I wanted them to choose mine and buy mine, even though if they have or they're not interested, but because it's cheap, they might just buy.
Yeah.
So that's why I brought my prices down.
So how many kilos of that you harvest?
For the second season?
Yeah.
300 kilos.
The first season?
1,200, 1,300.
Did you sell all the first harvest?
Yeah.
Is there a period where you have to sell it by?
Yeah, so that's why pumpkin, I'm fortunate enough. Pumpkin, after harvesting, you can store it for about up to a month.
That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, that's more, I think, like compared to sawi or kangkung, your green leafy greens, you got to sell it within the day, within 2 days. If you're not using any chemicals to preserve it.
Oh, that is just a lot of.
So like for the plant I gave you, the curry leaf pot I gave you, right? So I have like similar plants like that, but they're all in poly bags. But now I got about 120, like that, 110 plants growing in my house. I have to harvest it either today night, like 6:30, 7 like that. I harvest it, put it in water, or in the morning, harvest it like around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and have to deliver it to the PJ Old Town Market before 7 a.m. Because if not, the plants will lie you. And also, if after 7 a.m. the they won't have enough time to like process it, like sort it out and sell it to their customers or their suppliers.
Okay, understand. Yeah. So, you want to say something?
Yeah, so bro, you've been doing like the farming thing like full time for what, 4 years, 5 years?
Since 2022.
So 3 years now, lah.
3 years now.
In terms of like finances and profits, how were you able to sustain?
I wasn't able to sustain this, so I closed down my thermal farm.
Right.
Yeah,
so it
so-
was like a burn every month, lah.
Yeah,
Or-
so if it wasn't for the bridge getting washed away, then I would have, and a bigger budget, I would have sustained longer.
Okay.
You know, but then because of the floods and the bridge getting washed away, I wasn't able to recover lah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay, so what's the plan now? Do you plan to rent a land also in outer states?
so like as I was saying, I have recovered physically. Mentally, honestly I have not recovered yet.
It's just too scary, too stressful.
Not stressful, but yeah, it's a bit stressful. It's very stressful, especially doing it by myself, and that whole game plan. Because when you go there, right, it's not okay. I don't want to like downplay people's other jobs or whatever. Like now, compared to me, what I'm doing now, like now I'm doing Project Harvest, right? It's me putting up my research, whatever I've done, and my current research and all online, putting on online, right? So I'm in front of the desktop the whole day. Compare that to doing my farm work, it's a different level of mental game, because it's not only like you have to think about your work, but it's also the physical, and you have to keep yourself motivated, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I can't get, like, until today, I can't get myself motivated to that level that I was doing the farm work under the scorching heat, under that heavy rain,
Because you're there.
cold wind. Yeah, I was there on the ground doing that.
Yeah.
Even now, if you ask, I'm doing my own farm, my own home gardening, right? I can never get myself motivated or that strong of a mind.
You know why?
It's so exhausting. I pancet that.
Must be Amma's cooking is making you weak.
Maybe I really don't know. But
Okay, so how do those farmers do it, man? Is it because they've got really they have a significantly bigger area of land, and also their failure rates are very minimized already because they already know all the risks and all, and they've managed that.
No, I'm sure also they've also got a team, and he's a one-man team, right? So that
Yeah.
also played a big part.
So far, whoever I've talked to and all that, even the small land is like 1 acre or so, they still have a worker working the farm. It's not them doing it by
The
themselves.
one worker working the farm, right? Just that extra manpower
It really helps.
helps, as in helps the quality of the fruit or the amount that you can harvest. You know what I'm saying? The percentage that
Everything.
you're able. Everything.
Even that time and location for work to be done on a daily basis. Because okay, planting and harvesting is the two main busiest time for farmers. But in between, you don't think we are just shaking our legs, sitting under the tree, you know, sucking on a straw or something. No, we
I thought other things.
not sucking a dick like this.
I was like,
you got him excited because he started smiling. But
No, not like the typical farmer sitting down, shaking
Yeah.
lepaking,
Yeah, that-
you know. We have to do weeding, we have to do pest control, we have to do.
No, bro, I understand. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's not as taxing as the ending and the starting lah, but in between you have to put fertilizers, this and that. So like for me, I have to go, I have to feed the dogs, I have to water the plants, I have to weed it. It's 2 acres, you know, and I'm also like, not like super fit, like a Superman fit kind of thing, but I'm fitter than my previous self. So I was able to do, but I can only do like maybe 2 platforms, 2 like landing places.
Let me ask you. So, eventually, you're gonna want to rent another land.
Yeah, but that's like way down the line when I have enough funds. And if enough funds that is comfortable enough for me, like even for 3 years, if I don't have any harvest to sell from the land, I'm still can keep on going. Like now, when I was doing my Project Kebun, I underestimated the time that it will take to set up the farm. That bled me a lot. The amount of work, that bulldozing and the excavation work was really needed,
Yeah.
and it bled me.
How long did it take you?
6 months.
Fuck, just to set up the farm.
That's why the 6 months worth of time and energy, and also the amount of money I spent on the bulldozing work, the excavator, the backhoe, and all that.
You rented a bulldozer.
I rented a bulldozer, I rented the excavator, I rented a backhoe. All three of this is very expensive.
Yeah, but bro, you did it all. You did it all.
I did it all so that to make it as optimized for me to plant my things. But I underestimated the costing of it.
Yeah, but bro, also you did it all, and that was the only way that you were ever gonna learn it, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you have this knowledge, and you can, whoever you hire or what next time to do it, you can teach them.
Yeah,
lah.
I know like how to tell them, like, you know, you don't come and screw me over and like overcharge me. I know how the charging prices is because I've learned it through the hard way.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also that's what Project Kebun now, and also what Project Harvest is all about. It's all this experience I've gone through, right? Anybody can ask me. I'll be happy to help. My situation is not exactly like your situation. Your situation is not exactly like my situation. But from my situation, you can at least figure out how is it about. And to be honest, like a few people actually approached me for this Project Kebun when I was at my heyday, when I'm posting every day like semangat, right? Quite a number of people came up to me and said, "Hey bro, you are like, you know, you're inspiring like young people to do farming, right? But it's good and all, but then the problem is, can you not be so negative? Don't show the negative, show the positive side." Then I told them straight in their face, I'm like,
it ain't all rainbows and sunshines, bro.
because all the other videos I've seen, all rainbows and sunshine, you don't talk about the dark side, the negative side, the hardship. Some of these fleurs might be like, oh, it's going to be nice, let's just try it. Spend all that money of the hard-earned money, like how I did, and at least I know the negative part, and I could tahan. I tahan. But some fleurs will just spend everything, and then after that they see this like the harsh reality of it, and just might just give up.
You know, people, you see this me, a city kid that doesn't know anything about this farming shit, right? I literally assume, right, if you can secure a land for a good price and is willing to make the effort to move over there and overlook that farm for however long that you need to, right? I literally assume, right, that making a profit is not an issue. You will definitely make some profit. I literally think that way. If you are willing to do all that, but that's not the case.
No,
Yeah.
it's also based on the weather. Your location also depends a lot.
Yeah, but bro, did you also have a similar mindset to me? Like, if you're willing to sacrifice moving away from the city, get a cheap land, or
Not I was willing. I actually did it, bro.
no, I'm saying that did you have the mindset like me, where I thought if you're actually willing to do that and secure a good price for all, you thought that profit, you were sure at least make some for your first trial. You also thought like that, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, bro.
But bro, in terms of like saving costs that you're mentioning, bulldozing and all that, why don't you just roll around the farm?
There we go.
Guys, that's why he's not a farmer, okay? He's just a sidekick here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just had to. You were saying that now what you do is you write up stuff about what you know about farming. So where can people find you?
It's projecthouse.my.
.my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you have a website.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is a new direction. It's an evolution, not a new direction or what. It's an evolution from Project Kebun. Because Project Kebun, everyone knows that I was doing farming and all that. Yeah. But I don't want them to get confused that now, because is more the content is more directed to like home gardening kind of tips and tricks.
Yeah.
So that's why it's more. That's why I changed the whole branding lah.
Right.
Project Harvest. Project Kebun still is there.
Right.
This Project Harvest is also a new thing lah.
And you have that on a separate page and all that
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only Instagram lah.
Okay.
TikTok we're just going to collab.
Right. Nice. Nice. Perfect.
But bro, you know, to even post consistently on your social medias, right? And let's say if you're handling a farm, you need workers, bro. Right?
Yeah.
It's too hard,
Definitely.
man. It's
Lesson
too fucking
learned
hard.
through the hard way, man.
Yeah, it's too fucking hard.
What would a wage be for like a farm worker, bro?
so
Like,
those
does it still follow the 1,005, which is the minimum wage, or like?
Hey, no, man.
Yeah, that's what I
It
was
depends on what workers you get.
You
lah.
get some monkeys to do it, bro. For
Yeah.
some bananas, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So like if you hire locals and all that, then you got that 1,005, 2,000, 2,005.
Right.
Depending on location and also like what you discuss lah, whether you got you providing housing, meals in between lunch and all that? Are you providing and all that? So it depends on your discussion with your worker. But the other ways you want below 1,005, you know lah, the other ways and all that lah. Which people did
What's the
approach
other ways? You mean foreign workers?
foreign illegal workers lah.
Yeah, which is
But the conditions are terrible lah.
yeah, bro. I got a relative also in farm here, the prawn farm, right? This I don't even know who they obviously it's just foreign workers or whatever, right? I heard that they take the prawn and they just eat it like like raw, like the prawn is
Sushi?
yeah. No, I swear. I mean that's not their food. Obviously their compensated food lah. But they do that.
But crazy lah, like for them to this.
It's so how do the pros do it, man? Like the big scale. Is it because they've got the big funds?
Yes.
It is, right?
They got the big funds, but not only the big funds.
Yeah,
the big funds lead to the big expertise.
You mean the big experts helping them?
Yeah, you got professionals like
Yeah.
people who got like degrees, masters, PhDs,
Yeah.
who spend their whole life.
They've been a farmer their whole life also.
Yes. So when I go for that yearly the Agri Expo, right? This to like find out what's going on in the industry and all that.
Yeah.
When I go there, I find out that there is people who are their whole life is just the study of soil condition for leafy plants. Not like pumpkin or anything else, for leafy plants.
Understand, yeah.
The soil condition. That's it. That's their major, So these big time companies have a lot of people like that, but majoring in different things, So like one person is majoring in pumpkin only.
Yeah, in pumpkin, but soil for pumpkin only.
Soil for pumpkin and everything that the pumpkin needs and all, they are just experts of it. So sorry, so sorry, I keep forgetting. But so they do have that kind of expertise and all that. So of course, small players like me, we got to rely on good old Mr. Google lah.
Right.
Yeah, YouTube and Google.
So were you like YouTubing videos as you were there, like to find out like whatever issues, or it's just like everything you self-taught?
Of course you have to lah.
Yeah, it's some of the situations I have no idea what I was doing, so it's like basically few hours randomly trying to figure out like what is the name of this issue that I'm facing, trying to type out like what I'm facing and then trying to find a solution for it. So it took time lah,
Yeah, bro, do you know of any other city kids that actually did something like this?
Oh yeah, so like when I started doing my social media and all that, thinking like I was the only one from like Sri Pramata that does it, found out like a few seniors and also a few juniors
What the fuck?
that
Serious?
actually does it. Yeah. So like one senior, he does like mushroom farming. Yeah, and somewhere in I think near KKB area or something, like Tanjung Malem area like that. So like okay.
Do you see the same hardships you face?
Yeah, but then all of this. So the thing that differentiates me from all of them is that they all have like partners. They are like working with family. They have their own friends that are doing it.
They got $1 million to invest.
They got a group of people doing work.
Understand?
So even if they have $1 million or not, but they got the team to do it.
What I like is it's just like I want to compare to super big podcasts. Oh, they got a team, to
Yeah. Even for me also now when I'm doing my videos and all that, right? I just dream whenever I'm that part I hate. The part I love is being in front of the camera here where I am now. I love this part. I hate being that part behind the camera.
Everyone hates it.
And also the
editing, everyone hates it. Yeah.
I hate it. I'm just dreaming like when can I
hire someone?
Yeah, afford to hire someone that's good enough, that understands my vibe to do my editing. Because if I can lock in somebody to do my editing,
you got so much more time.
I got ample of ideas of videos to do and multiple content on multiple categories. Like okay, my farming is as one. There's comedy, my review or whatever not. There's another. I like to do sketches and all that. So if I can get someone to just do the editing, I'm fine with the rest,
No, I understand.
Maybe ask your plants, bro, since you talk to them.
I talked to my dogs, Blackie and Colin. They said they will hold the camera. But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee.
Right. Then also, bro, just now before we started shooting and all that, you told me you started doing this business now where you grow plants for people and all that.
Harvest.
Yeah. Harvesting.
So Project
yeah.
Harvest.my. So it starts off with me talking about sharing my knowledge. Okay. Then after that, the second phase of Project Harvest.my is to do this harvesting business where, like, if you have mango trees or rambutan trees or chiku, papaya, whatever fruits trees you have, and like especially Klang Valley, there's a lot of landed properties that have all these kind of fruits, but either the residents are senior citizens or their kids are just, or the young, if they are youngsters, or they just don't have time or knowledge to actually spend time to harvest all of this. So that's where I come in to help to harvest it, and we also offer like packaging service. Like we'll try to wrap it up nicely so that you can store it nicely and also pass it on to your family and friends.
Okay.
So like taken like one whole mango fruit tree,
Yeah.
you will take all the mango fruit, right? You of course going to send it to your neighbors and your friends, right? So we'll come and help to do the harvesting lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's it. So
You,
generally,
you
just
charge
say, like,
you charge them, right? Is it?
yeah. So this is going to start this business now lah. Like in 2 months time.
okay. So where can people find you to engage with you and stuff?
Again, Project Harvest.my
Project
on
Harvest.
Instagram or on our
So
website lah.
so you're saying a lot of these they are literally doing it as a, how do you say, it's like a doing it in their homes, is it? And then
So like,
they're having a mini farm.
yeah, mini farm, or like even your house also, if you have a mango
yeah.
tree, right, and you like not interested in harvesting all of it or the fruits, right, or it's like too much work for you, or you're not sure on how to harvest it properly, that's where I come in lah, to be a solution for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's like a minimal fee lah.
Yeah, okay. I guess just last thing already, then we wrap. I'll ask you about my curry plant. The curry, so you gave me the curry leaves, right?
Yeah.
How do I plant it? What do I do with it?
Okay.
It's already planted, dude.
It's already planted in the pot. So if you keep it in the pot like that, like how I gave you can just maintain the size. So every time just prune it lah.
What's prune?
This like maintain the shape, like this cut a bit.
Okay.
Use it for cooking, stuff like that.
Do you
Or
mean-
if you want it to grow bigger and taller, like your height kind of thing, taller and bushier, then you plant it on your ground, on your garden ground,
If you want it to grow bigger.
bigger.
Yeah, okay.
Then you'll be nicer. Then because plants is like that. This kind of plants, all the bigger the pot, the bigger the plant
Yeah,
grows.
the bigger the space.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So now actually can I use it already?
Yeah, you can harvest it.
And then it will just keep growing.
Yeah, we just keep growing. But just please water it. Fertilizer once in a while.
How often?
Watering,
Depends on the weather also.
yeah, depends on you. Like heavy rain yesterday, heavy rain, right? Then
Yeah, you
today
water.
only water. Tomorrow water it. So I haven't watered that plant for today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you can water it.
Okay, over watering is the thing.
Yeah, over watering can cause root damage. Yeah, so you have to be aware of
Okay.
that.
How long will it take to grow back? Let's say I use it now.
For like a house cooking, most probably you take 1-2 strands. So it's
It's only like that.
yeah. So
for
within
one pot
3
of-
weeks you will recover already.
Okay.
You will come bushier and all that.
I don't know whether we have curry. I don't think we have curry leaves. I don't think so. I didn't see any. I don't know. We got some
Okay.
plants over there. I don't know whether it's curry or what.
So put it somewhere where it got nice sunlight throughout the day, from morning until evening. It's not being blocked.
Okay.
Yeah,
We wrap now.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Do you have any last any message you want to send to people who's interested in trying this out, man?
Try it. Start small first, guys. Yeah, start small. Try a variety of plants from like chili, ginger, curry leaf, sawi, lettuce, and all that. Try to find your kind of plant that you are suitable with. Because like chili, sometimes it takes 3 months, 6 months. Curry leaf all year round. Lettuce, yeah, it's about 1.5 months ish, like that. So yeah, it depends on how you like, find your vibe. So that is all. And thank you, Brian, for having me on
No
the
worries,
podcast.
bro. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, hopefully can have you on again next time. Then you can
Yes.
keep me updated what's happening with Project Harvest, Project Kebun.
Hopefully no more snake attacks.
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see you out there again in the farm. But although I know that's damn hard, yeah, but that's super interesting lah. But honestly, it's just too tiring to do it yourself, man.
Yeah.
Fuck we, bro. Yeah.
Well, and if I get invite for like a nice farm tour, I'll definitely call you guys.
Sure.
Just visit. You can just explore. Don't need to do any hardcore labor farm work. Huh?
Can I ask what happened to the Temolo site now?
Thermal site, because I was leasing it.
Yeah.
So then I just ended my lease.
But do you have to clear out everything there? Or they do it?
No, I cleared out most of my pipes. That's it, and some of my plants. The rest of it, all nothing else there.
So the next person that want to use it, they have to do everything again.
Yeah, they have to redo.
That's their problem.
Their problem. They have to do it according to what they want, lah.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for today's episode.
Woo! Woo!
If you listen up to this point, I don't think it'll be too hard for you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, suggestions on who you want to see in future podcast episode, what you thought about today's podcast episode. You want to see Lavinesh here on the podcast again, Vishnu probably never. And guys, go check out Project Kebun on Instagram, Project Harvest as well.
Yep.
Follow him if you want. Lava God
_27.
Sure, Lava God _27, his personal account. Vishnu at Vishfro on Instagram. And we will see you in the next episode.
Peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace to my whole team. The oldest, I'm missing my shawty.